Hello and welcome from the paddock in Autodrom Słomczyn at 4th edition of Formula Student Poland near Grójec, near Warsaw. We are just 15 minutes from the start of, I think, the second most important dynamic event here during the whole week of Formula Student Poland, so Autocross. Autocross, which is basically one single lap, one single trial on the track, which is up to 1.5 kilometers long. And yeah, the main thing from the teams is to drive as fast as possible, to get as many points as possible, and to get as best place for the tomorrow endurance as possible. Right now, we are just 15 minutes until the session starts, so maybe let's go for the paddock walk, because yeah, it's really windy here. It's quite warm, but the atmosphere here is really hot. Here we have Serber Motorsport team, Serber Motorsport, who won on the CV class, so combustion vehicle class, on acceleration. And also, this is the team to beat during this event, because they also won acceleration and skid pad for 2025 edition, and right now they won acceleration for 2026 edition. They were beaten in skid pad this year by PAG Racing, so the team from University from Gdańsk. But yeah, I think this is still one of the favorites in terms of autocross. Right now we see one of the first cars prepared for event. This is E24, so the team from Slovenia, from University of Maribor. As we can see, there is still need to wear special bar handle, because yeah, the precision of those cars in terms of rules, in terms of aerodynamics, it's really on the edge. So the teams cannot make any mistake in terms of damaging the rear wing, because it will be like almost instant disqualification. So they need to be super cautious about it. And well, that's why they have special bar handles, so they can move the car even if the engine is turned off. Okay, so maybe let's go further into the paddock, because there is a lot of things happening today, a lot of things being ready. Also, we have team from Finland, Tampere. We have next team from Czech Republic, CULS Prague Formula Racing. Also, one of the best teams in CV class. The team who won the Formula Student Poland last year, so they will be also the team to beat. They weren't really dominant on acceleration and skid pad this year, but you can't underestimate a team like that. They are really prepared, and yeah, the endurance and autocross is the most pointing events during whole week. So yeah, they have to be prepared, because good result in autocross and good result in endurance can really flip the table around. Next up, we have more teams with combustion engine, but here is the end of the paddock for combustion engines, and there we have a whole lot more with electric vehicles. Right now, for example, with 007, this is WT Racing, team from University from Warsaw, from Warsaw University of Technology. And right now here, I think it will be actually less windy. Here you are coming into the real deal. Of course, combustion engines are also real deal, but in terms of count of vehicles, yeah, the electric class is a lot bigger. There is a team from Taiwan. They had really nice opening of today morning with acceleration and skid pad, and also they are the only team that qualified to the final of both classified static events. This is the only team on whole grid of almost 30 universities, so yeah, they can really make the things up. Also, as we see, the vibes are great, the drivers are getting ready, but yeah, we just have a little less time. Don't worry, we're live. So yeah, as we see, there is a lot of teams who is almost prepared. There is no cars. For example, here in Stuba, green team from Slovak University of Technology in Bratislava. This is the team where the car is, I guess, almost ready to the action. There is final touches on telemetry, and also here race yard. Again, the team that has a really good morning today. So if you're wondering to know which team can be dark horse, I think race yard is nice pick to follow today. Let's go further, because here we have also quite a few teams. For example, here TUC from Chemnitz. This is the team who passed the scrutineering just in the today morning, so it was really tight on time. But overall, they passed all the tests and they were ready for the action for acceleration and skid pad. And as we can see, this is the final touches before going into the track. But yeah, a lot of precision, a lot of people just to get the car going. And yeah, there will be two drivers for each team, and each driver has 2 runs to get as fastest lap as possible. There is no precision, there is no rules in terms of how many distance can you go, or how wide the circle, like in skid pad, is. You have track, you have to pass it in the limits as fast as possible, and this is all it counts. And the winner in each category gets 100 points, and that 100 points can be crucial, because this is the 10% of the whole points that you are that is possible to win, to gain in the Formula Student Poland, and every point can count in terms of both static and dynamic events. Also, there is one final team that we want to check before going to our cheer room. This is, of course, Best Tube, because Best Tube is the biggest winner of today morning. They were first on the skid pad and second on acceleration, so there is a lot of points gained by that German team from Berlin. The morale is sky high, because I had the possibility to talk with them after the skid pad, and yeah, they told me that they had in this season quite a few problems with reliability, especially in autocross. But yeah, I guess that they are really hopeful that they will finally get things sorted out, and with performance, because they have performance, as we can see today with skid pad and acceleration. There also will be reliability, as we can see. There is a little bit of work on the brakes. So yeah, everything has to be perfect just to go to the top spot on autocross. And as I said, this is super important, because it's not always the case of good points in autocross, but also the good position in autocross gives you better pace at endurance. Endurance, so 22 kilometers, not maybe race, but 22 kilometers trial, which tests both speed, endurance, reliability of the car, and also efficiency. So how many fuel does the car use, or how much energy does the car use. So yeah, to being in the good spot on the endurance, it's a great advantage, and the teams really fight for it. That's why autocross is super important. And yeah, the weather right now, it's nice. Maybe the teams would like to be a little less windy, because in cars like that, every strong wind can be really crucial in terms of result, in terms of stability of the car. But still, I think the vibes are really great here in the paddock. Most of the teams, like all of the teams that I had to talk about it, really liked Słomczyn Autodrom, really like the vibe of Formula Student Poland, especially that for the most of teams, this is the last event. Yeah, as we can see, the vibes are really great. This is for the most of the teams, the last event of whole season, of Formula Student season, because yeah, we are at the end of August. In September there is barely, there's a little of events, and you know, in October there is a new year, new academic year, and yeah, this is the end of Formula Student season in terms of racing. But of course, the whole work goes into the simulators, into the 3D printers, and into workshops just to make as good car for next season as possible. So yeah, this is the paddock of Autodrom Słomczyn. As you can see, there is less and less car here, but not because there is no cars here overall, but because the teams are being prepared for whole event here in Autodrom Słomczyn. The Autocross is the final event of Friday competition. As I said earlier, we also had in the morning acceleration and ski pad. Acceleration is just like the name says, to be as fast from start from zero in 75 meters. And skid pad tests lateral grip of the car on the figure 8 track. So yeah, we had tests of raw power, we have tests of grip and handling and cornering, and right now we have basically event which tests whole of the car, and also we can tell of course a lot about the cars, but we can't forget the important role of drivers, because yeah, they have to be really precise. The cars are really fast, but also drivers have to balance on the verge of grip, on the verge of stability. They really need to focus just to be able to get the most of the car. So yeah, it's not just the work of mechanics, the work of engineers. This is also a crucial work of driver, and not the one driver, because each team has at least 2 drivers. Right now, we are heading back to chill room. Marcin Drozd is here, and his guest, I guess. So, thank you very much. We are hearing in a couple of minutes from the commentator booth. Up to you, Marcin.
Okay, thank you, Kamil. Hi everyone, welcome from the chill zone. As you can see, currently it's quite chilly over here, because comparing to the morning, we finally have we didn't have the sun. Everyone was expecting that the weather today will be quite higher, but still, I think in the pits, as you saw before, the atmosphere is quite higher. So, what we can say also, today we will right now we will participate at Autocross. So, in a brief moment, you will see a brief description of this configuration, because previously, in the morning, the dynamic events that we had was acceleration. We tried to find the team that can accelerate as fast as possible on the distance of 75 meters, and then we tried them in the skid pad event, where they were driving around in the H shape, let's say like that, to find what was going on with their suspension. So, if you would ask me what was the results for this morning, we will see in a moment exactly about the acceleration. The best team that achieved the best time was Raceyard E. The second team was the Fast Tube, so 2 German teams made a really good score for the acceleration today. The first one did acceleration in 3.46, and the second one did this in 3.67 almost. On the third place we have AGH Racing EV, Polish team. So, as we can see, the electric teams are quite good in the matters of the acceleration. Rest places, Raining Snail with the time of 3.79. Then we have the Superior Engineering with the time of 3.87. Then we have Cerber Motorsport, the combustion car, with the time of 3.98. NTUH Racing with the time of 4.03. CLS Prague with the time of 04.34, and PSG Racing with the time of 4.35. In the matter of the skid pad, the results were that we had at the first place Fast Tube, then we have AGH Racing electrical team, then we had PGR Racing team. Overall, it means that two first teams were from the electric class, and third team in this competition was the combustion grass. That was quite a surprising thing, to be honest, when you compare this competition with the other that take place in Europe. So very good job for the PGR Racing team. Then we had Raining Snail, NTHU. Also there was FS Tool Racing, Cerber Motorsport, Race Yard E, and TOC Racing EV. At the 10th place we have Unimobilar team, and yeah. So right now we are waiting for competition to start. Team just made a track walk over there, and they were getting now into the track. I think it would be good for us to see how the autocross competition looks. What are the rules for this autocross competition, and what to do. So let's check.
Autocross is the first event in which the teams take their car onto a full racing circuit. It tests the driver's skill and precision under maximum pressure. The cone-defined track combines straight slaloms, tight corners, and heavy braking zones. Before racing, drivers get just one real chance to learn the layout, the track walk. They study every corner, braking point, and racing line, because once they get behind the wheel, they have to react to the course they've never driven before. Each team nominates 2 drivers, and each driver gets 2 attempts. The fastest valid run determines the team result, worth up to 100 points. Every run comes with a decision. After a good time, a team can either lock it by going straight to post-scrutineering or take the risk and try again. The second run can be faster. The driver knows the course better and the track is warmer and offers more grip. There's almost no room for mistakes. Hit a cone and that's a 2-second penalty added to your time. Go off track and that's 10 seconds. As the day goes on, the track evolves and the times keep falling. Every team is watching the stopwatch, trying to find those extra fractions of a second, while knowing that one mistake can undo everything.
So here with us we have Raining Snail, last year winners. How are you guys? How do you feel during this competition this year?
Yeah, we feel very good. We are excited to be here again, coming from last year.
It's good to have you guys. I remember last year it was a really nice show from your side. Today you participated on the acceleration in skid pad. What was your feeling about the results?
Yeah, I mean we're quite satisfied with the results compared to the struggles or the challenges we faced along our event season so far, and on this event too. We're quite proud to resolve all the struggles and get the car running.
We spoke before your skid pad run because you were the driver for your second run. How was it for you? Because we heard from a lot of teams that it was quite slippery as always, this track. How was it for you?
Yeah, I mean I was told it was slippery. He drove last year's skid pad, so it was quite okay. It was slippery, yes, but the confidence in the car was quite good. It went all good. I tried to give my best, and it was quite good. Yeah.
Have you thought about making some kind of setup changes for the autocross competition, or you think that the data you gained from the skid pad was enough for you to stay with what you have right now and just go full send?
Yeah, we did some minor tweaks to set up the car perfectly for autocross, and we hope the tweaks will work and we have a good performance on autocross.
Yeah, good. And what do you feel about endurance tomorrow? Because last year you showed really good results, and with this year car performance, have you any kind of are you worried about some kind of maybe things that may not work during the endurance in your car? Because as you know, during the Formula Student events, most of the time the endurance is the hardest thing for the car to pass. Yeah. And what about your car this year?
So we did some changes to last year. We improved in some areas. We tried to tackle some difficulties we had last year, like for example the cooling. It's a big topic for the endurance to keep the performance up above the in the whole endurance. And yeah, I mean Leo can talk a bit more. He will drive tomorrow in the endurance.
Did you prepare for yourself somehow? Some teams used to make like a digital version of the track and they try to train on this in, for example, iRacing or something like that. Do you have also this kind of preparation schedule for yourself, or you just like go full send with all the knowledge on the go-karts, from the go-karts?
So for endurance or autocross in general, we don't really prepare in a sim or something, because it's always, I've looked at a lot of onboards from karting or other cars who've driven here, but it's always hard to prepare for something that you don't know if it's going to be like that. So we also looked at the onboards that we gathered from last year, and just that's the main thing we looked at some lines that the karting drivers were driving, and yeah, then we just look to see if we can match that, or we can go as close as possible to the lines that they are driving, because it's a lot of the corners are because of the codes that are still there to make our lives harder. It's not really there's not really a big advantage to practicing in a sim.
Okay.
On other events, for example, where you have the same track every single year, it would definitely be a benefit to practice on the sim to like get some references. But here, with the track changing even a bit, there's close to no benefit to actually practicing the track.
I have a question that maybe seems like quite trivial, but what Formula 7 gives you, guys? Why you are here? What it gives you?
Yeah, so it is on one hand it's the hand-on experience you get with actually engineering a car, and for me or for both of us, it's also the driving aspect that's very fun. But in general, because we would not be here if we would become professional race car drivers. Maybe in the future when we have a good job, but the job has to come first. Yeah. So, and also a lot of German companies or car manufacturers actually they want you to have been competing in Formula Student to have the actual hand-on experience.
And on your side, do you have similar thoughts?
Yeah, overall I would say the motorsport aspect, because having a team, relying on each other, building the car over a month for this moment for it to perform, and when you have issues, you fix them quite fast sometimes. Between sessions, there's no much thinking about it. You have to be fast, and it's such a good feeling if it then works, and the hard work you put in for a month, if it then performs, it's one of the best feelings.
Which part of the competition is actually your favorite? What would you say?
Except the camps.
For me, I would have to say, especially skid pad or acceleration, because I'm driving it. But in general, seeing the car perform on track and crossing the finish line with the post routine. Yes, but crossing the finish line. This is the emotion I'm really looking forward to at every event.
Also, probably the running to the stage is this kind of moment that everyone you need to be prepared to like not fall down because like all the team is running over you. But still, always when I see like the finals and the results, this kind of thing that each team feels during when they run on the stage is just such an amazing thing. So, thank you guys. Right now we will probably go more with the information about the competition. Maybe Zuzanna, what about you? How do you feel after this afternoon? Do you feel they will make some really good show for us, or?
I'm having big hopes. I'm hoping that we'll get an interview after your run tomorrow. So I will be there with my microphone, hoping for you to finish the finish line and see the emotions on your face on the grandstand.
We are looking forward to seeing you after we've been driving, or between when we do a driver change. It depends.
Okay. So right now we will go and present, because right now we know who is the reigning snails, but we also want to present you the other teams that are participating over here. So let's see what are the other teams. Here we go. First one with the 105 Server Motorsports. Then we have 038 Tampere Formula Student. We have FSUTL Racing, WT Racing. We have also Gdańsk, PGR. There's COLS from PAC. Team from Riga, FSRTU. We have Tuni Technic Drive. Regime Team. Lodge Racing Team. AJH Racing. UWA Racing Prison. PRZ Racing. Fast Tube. Stuba Green Racing. Technical Midvenda Motorsport. PolSL. Uni Manibor. Green Bear. Foot Motorsports. Reining Snail. TOC Racing. Suaz Racing. Proton Dynamic. Superior Engineering. FSB Racing Team. And NTHL Racing from Taiwan. So right now I give the voice to the commentators because we had the first car on the track.
And hello from Autodrom Słomczyn, Kamil Niewiński
and Sikorski.
Welcome to last event of Saturday evening. This is Autocross, and already we have first team of today competition, number E24 Uni Maribor GPE on our screens. This is the first team who participates in Autocross event. Janek, this is the most important event. This is the most important event on Friday because firstly there is the most points awarded, and also this is the most demanding of all three.
Yes, exactly. This event is the one that makes the team push the most, because this is the time they will be going the fastest. Because in tomorrow's endurance race, they will also have to look for efficiency and look out for the long run.
They have to be reliable.
Reliability, yes, exactly. And today, the goal is simple: set the fastest single lap possible.
Yeah, because firstly, that lap can give him up to 100 points, which is quite a lot. This is the third most point event during the whole event. And also, this is the event that makes the grid for endurance race. This is the second run already for Maribor team. They can get 2 runs in a row, but it will be the last run for this particular driver.
Yes, exactly. The advantage of going 2 runs in a row is that you've got the tires warmed up, the engine warmed up, the driver is in the zone, and he or she know the track well, and they can just focus on getting the most performance out of the car. But there is also a risk, because if the car doesn't pass the scrutineering after the trial, both of the times will be deleted.
Yeah, this is a risk, but high risk, high reward. Of course, we are after those 2 rounds from Maribor. And yeah, also we can see already there is that scrutineering, there is that rod that is pushed under the floor. And yeah, the main thing is that we have the clearance of 20 millimeters, and each car has to pass that test. If
And
they're
now-
not, it's instantly disqualified.
And now we've got another car on track. Woo!
A bit of wobble.
Going into the chicane, basically actually out of the chicane. Now we can see E53 car. They did quite well in the morning, and they look fast, but also not that steady.
Yeah, I mean, the stability is also quite important, because if you are not stable, of course you can spun out. Also, it's a bit windy today, so any gust of wind can be really crucial right now here in the chicane, just before the last corner. Oh, there is, I think he braked too late,
Yes.
and that's why he just go outside of the designed track. He stayed on the main straight, number E53, so race yard E, the winner of acceleration. But yeah, that first round, that first run of Autocross, it's to forget.
Yeah, he tried to brake too late into the corner, and he locked his wheels while trying to turn, so the car went just straight into the bollards, cones, and he actually, I think he grabbed some with him. I can't see right now, but I'm sure that
I mean,
there was one.
right now there's green light, so the car is safe to being touched. This is right now red light again, flashing. So yeah, this is really important information for both stewards and both team. Okay, we see that team race yard is continuing, so he officially ended the run. Officially. He collected the checkered flag. Of course, there will be penalty point for actually penalty points for two cones that were destroyed. I mean, not really destroyed, but out of position. So yeah, but as we see immediately, second run, the driver wants to forget about that mistake and just get as much as possible from the car and also from the track. Also, Janek, we have to tell our viewers that you have a lot of experience on Autodrom Słomczyn. You make a lot of laps here. You are quite an expert. So tell me, where is the most dangerous or the most deceiving part? So I think that corner is the one of them.
Yes, that corner is especially tricky because it's slightly off camber. So when you are driving through the off camber corner, it's pushing you out. The car has a lot of understeer, and basically any car you take there is going to struggle, even if they are like R5 rally cars. So it's not an easy corner to drive, and you can certainly lose a lot of time if you take it wrong. Also, there are a lot of chicanes, so it will be important to not overshoot them, because ideally you would brake at the earliest part of chicane and then stay on the throttle for as soon as possible and for as long as possible before the next straight. Also, we've got the super long right hand turn, which will be, well, I think they will drive it with the throttle flat out, yeah. But it still requires taking the correct line, and it requires the car to behave correctly. And now we can see another car on the track. I'm actually quite surprised that so many cars are going so early, because we were sure that everybody would wait until a bit later, because the track would get more rubber on that and on them, and the temperatures will be better for the performance.
Yeah, thank you, Jan, for this really thorough, I mean, even guide about Autodrom Słomczyn. Right now on track, on the first attempt, is a team from Far East. This is of course NTHU Racing from Taiwan. I think this is a team that all of viewers should really look at, because this is the only team that has got finalist title on both static events, so they will get a lot of points. Also, they were at 5th position at skid pad competition, in 4th position on EV class. So yeah, they show really nice potential, and good result in Autocross can put them in the spot for potentially even winning the whole event.
Yeah, we will see. They are going for the second run, and well, we will see. how they will do.
Yeah, of course, that first run, it was quite the opposite of what Raceyard E from Kiel showed us, because Raceyard made a really strong first attempt with a lot of wobble, a lot of oversteer and mistake at the last turn. That first run from Taiwanese team was a lot more calmer, but I think they will just show a lot more potential during that second attempt. Of course, all of the teams had 4 tries, 2 per drivers, and every team can assign 2 drivers for autocross event. We are in the last sector. This is really fast sweeping right to left corners. Of course, the racing line is really tight here. There is also chicane, which really checks the handling of the car. Tight right-hander, also a fast chicane and sprint to the finish line. And it was really nice try from team from Taiwan.
Yeah, you said that we've seen 2 opposites of the first round by each team. And actually that just depends on what the driver and the team want to do. They can go for a steady, safe run that will place them somewhere, or they can try to push, because they know that they have the second attempt, they have the second driver with also 2 attempts, so basically it's kind of an decision of the team. What they want to do, how they want to approach the first round, because they have the freedom to experiment, to try and gain some time, which otherwise they couldn't gain if they went safe.
Yeah, exactly. There will also no team from our competition who decide to just went for 1 run and then just go for other scrat and then come back to the track. So far, there was always 2 runs in the row, just then come back to the pits to get prepared. Right now, we have, I think, I thought there is a bit calmer part, but as we can see, this is 1 car right now on the track, and I think they are just starting their attempt.
Yeah.
I think this is it is still electric. I thought this is the first combustion engine car. Not yet. So far, only electric ones. This is, if I see it correctly, car number
E08.
E08. So this is PRZ Racing, first of the 9 cars from Poland, from Rzeszów University of Technology. PRZ, who are really were the team that were followed by a lot of other teams. In our talks said that PRZ looks really strong, especially after static events. But right now they had decent skid pad and acceleration. Not great, but yeah, decent. Right now we see that first attempt is quite slow, but I think it's just for the to get the time on the leaderboard, to warm up the tires, and to get that second attempt to be really pushed on.
Yeah, maybe the driver just wanted to check out the track, make sure that he remembers where is each corner, each cone in the chicanes. Maybe he just wanted to go for like a short reminding lap, and then we see that he's going again.
Yeah,
but I don't think it doesn't. I think it doesn't look that much faster.
Yeah, but it's just the beginning. We have the first time, and right now in the lead is E68, so NTHU Racing from Taiwan. Really nice time, 1:07.383, so quite impressive. On the second place is Unimaribor GPE with the time of 1:20.071. At the first place, PRZ Racing after their first attempt, 1:34.345, and right now at the last 4th place we have Raceyard E 2:06.843. But I think that right now there is a time which was for PRZ. It was assigned to Raceyard. I don't really know. Right now we have to wait for official confirmation. So far we can check what's happening on the track, and on the track, of course, we have Polish team PRZ racing.
Yeah, they are just approaching the final chicane, and then we will see what time they get.
Yeah, again, steady last chicane and sprint to the finish line. We heard the tires squeaking, and yeah, up to the finish line. PRZ Racing did their 2 tries, so 2 more for them. So far, 3rd place with the best time of 1:26.530. So there is a lot of improvement, almost 8 seconds in their second run.
Yeah, we will see if the other driver will take the performance even further up, and well, hopefully they will do their best to show the potential they showed us in the morning.
Yeah, we also waiting for next car. As I can see, there is. I guess so far there is no one here totally ready to go to the track. So yeah, I think it might be a good time maybe for some clips from yesterday from static events, because yeah, if you didn't know, Formula Student is the event that takes place since Tuesday up to Saturday. So it's 5 days of fighting for the prestige, for as many points as possible. So yeah, maybe let's try to check how the statics events went, because the static events took place from Tuesday to Thursday. Of course, there were 3 of those events: business plan presentation, cost and manufacturing, and engineering design. All of them can bring the teams up to 325 points, which is the same amount of points as endurance itself.
Yeah, exactly. So it's an important part of the weekend. Obviously, it's not as spectacular as the action that we see today and tomorrow, but it's equally as important. Also, because of that, we already have some teams that are further up in the order that were awarded finalist title. For now, we still don't really know who is the first among them, but Kamil, can you tell us which teams were excelling in the static events?
Yeah, of course. As I said, there is one team who gained the status of finalists in both events, and this is that Taiwanese team, NTHU Racing. And as I said, this is really impressive because this is the only team. And also we have 3 teams from Poland and 3 teams from Germany had to gain those status of the status of finalists in engineering design in class EV. It's Fast Tube, Race Yard E, NTHU Racing, and Superior Engineering from Germany, from Taiwan, and from Slovenia. Superior Engineering, and also the Fast Tube, Race Yard, and NTHU Racing is that 3 teams who really get a lot of attention during also dynamic events as well. Engineering design in CV, there are only 2 finalists. It's Tampere Formula Student from Tampere, from Finland, and PGR Racing team from Gdańsk, from Poland. We are coming back to the track because we finally have a car on the track, and we have number E20. I don't even need to look at the number because from the car I see which car is it, because it's really characteristic without rear wing. It's the Technicum Midweida Motorsport.
Yeah, exactly. It's an interesting approach to the regulations.
Something like Peugeot in WEC.
Yeah, but I think it's a little bit better in terms of performance. Well, I mean, that Peugeot is terribly out. And here E20 is fighting in the back.
And fighting quite well. I mean, it's decent run. Also right now it looks quite promising. We are seeing him right now on the off-camber, quite stable, which is worth noting.
Yeah, which is surprising because the rear wing usually gives you a lot of confidence in the car, because it gives you a lot of stability, and it's important when you want to drive quickly. But actually this car looks quite well. On the other hand, the advantage is that it generates less drag, so they can be a really strong contestant in the efficiency category.
Yeah, of course. And I think this is the place that can really. This is the really important thing about efficiency, because this is also worth 100 points. So take.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And now and now we can see another attempt from them. They're going through the first chicane, approaching the second corner, which starts really quickly and then tightens very much. And then we've got few technical corners that connect the first part with the chicane and the hairpins. We've got 3 hairpins that are like really close to each other, with just a short straight between them. I would guess the straight has like 50 meters or so, because the straight that the driver is now on is the straight where there was an acceleration test, and it took almost the whole straight, and it was supposed to be 75 meters. So that's just my estimate. And now we are going to the end of the lap, which looked quite quick and neat.
Yeah. Midweida was at 16th place on skid pad. It was at 14th place in acceleration, and so far they are on 3rd place on Autocross. Right now, that run was really nice, but we're gonna come back to the track later. Right now, we're going to chill room because our guest is Polish journalist and F1 commentator and reporter Aldona Marciniak. So, Marcin, up to you.
Thank you. So, hello. As you heard before, we have a very special guest. Let's welcome Aldona.
So we wanted to ask you, we walked around a bit on the Formula Student paddock and the track. What are you feeling so far?
Oh, I absolutely love it. Being Polish, I have to say I'm looking for next Marcin Budkowski, who's a Polish engineer, manager, and now obviously team principal of Cadillac F1 team, and seeing this passion of young people and their knowledge. That's amazing. I'm really astonished by the problems they're solving by themselves and their capabilities, and it's amazing. I'm sure I'm gonna meet many of them in Formula One paddock quite soon.
Yeah, good to hear. You have a lot of knowledge about F1, so what kind of similarities and differences can you point comparing Formula One to the Formula Student?
I think what both have in common is passion, because without it you won't get anywhere, basically. So what I see in these young people is that they're very passionate. They're also very, very tired, from what I noticed now. They're trying to get some rest whenever they can, because it's been quite an intense few days for them, I can imagine. And the thing that is really, that stands out, it's problem solving. Yeah. I mean, this is amazing. In Formula One, it's the same. You got the problem. You think there's no way to solve it, and then you need to think out of the box. You need to look elsewhere, and suddenly the solution is there. And that's what they are doing here on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And do you guys hear at Formula One paddock around the whole, do you hear about Formula Student at all? Do you know some people who maybe have been part of Formula Student and now are in Formula One?
I have to be honest with you, no, not really, and that's a shame. I think that Formula One should support Formula Student because this is the place where they should look for future employees. The best place I can imagine. Here we have people from the whole wide world, so it's really amazing group, and they deserve to be recognized, and they deserve to be a part of pinnacle of motorsports. So yeah, I wish I could say I could give you a different answer, but unfortunately that's the way it is. But I think with how Formula Student is growing, we're gonna hear about it more and more quite often.
Yeah, we also assume that there's a lot of Formula student people back in the factories
Yeah.
somewhere, hidden in the
I think so,
garages,
yes.
working on
Yes.
the car, because that's, I mean, the engineers who build the cars are here, not particularly the drivers who are racing the cars, right?
Yes, absolutely, you're right. Yeah.
So thank you, Aldona, again, and
Thank you
let's
so
get
much.
back to the guys on the commenting booth.
Thank you, Zuza. Thank you, Marcin, and thank you very much, Aldona, for being here. When we are absent, there were a few things happen. For example, Technikum Miedwijda Motorsport retained their third place, but we have new leader because we had Polish team AGH Racing, and their time was really impressive.
Yeah, the run looked really fast. The car behaved quite good, despite some short slippages. It looked really promising.
And really stable, we have to admit. It was time 1:06.343, so just under a second faster than Taiwanese NTHU Racing, worth noting. So yeah, AGH Racing is now the team to beat.
Yes, and the ones trying to beat them will probably, maybe not now, but maybe I mean,
In the second try.
in the second try, maybe we will see somebody set a faster time. Now we can see the first combustion car,
Yeah.
which is 78.
Is the number 78, and we are hearing that this is the combustion engine. Is the Tampere Formula student. Tampere, as you can tell, is a team from Finland. They had a lot of success in especially that static events, but also they had a nice run in Formula Student Netherlands in 2024 when they had second place overall. So yeah, this is the team that you need to be aware of. Right now they will have a second run, but after the first run, they are in the third place, 1:15 and 9:36, which is 7/10 faster than Technikum Miedwijda.
Yes, and they are going for the second run, and we will see if they will improve even better.
Yeah, I mean the gap to NTHU or AGH is really big, but yeah, I mean everything here is possible. Right now they are on the really twisty part of Słomczyn Autodrom. It's hairpin, hard left and really long right. It's really technical and it's really demanding for the car. But this is nice trivia because for tomorrow we have also, of course, endurance here, and Autodrom Słomczyn is officially the fastest endurance track on the whole calendar of Formula Student.
That's interesting. As you said, they run much slower than the electric vehicles, but I think it's... Wow.
Yeah, the sound is really nice.
I just really
we can hear
couldn't-
from the commentator booth.
Yeah, so I just couldn't finish my sentence. I had to listen to that, sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
it's understandable.
Yeah, but as you said, the times are slower, which is not really surprising because they've got less power, less torque. It's not available as soon as it's with electrical
Yeah.
cars.
But they are far more. They weight far more less.
Yeah, actually, the team from Tampere built the lightest car of all of them, I think. Their car weighs just only 175 kilograms, which
Yeah.
is crazy.
Super light.
Yeah, especially if you compare it to power. They produce about 77 kilowatts of power, so it's about 105 horsepowers for the rest of the...
Yeah, it's almost 1 horsepower per 2 kilograms, which is a really nice ratio. After that second run, Tampere improved by over 3 seconds, so 1:12 and 7:40, which is of course still third place, but the gap to NTHU is far smaller. Right now we have E19, which is car from Germany, to be certain from Berlin University of Applied Science and Technology. This is quite light electric vehicle because it's just barely over 200 kilos. We have a lot of fans on our chat. We also encourage you to leave the comments on our chat because we are reading it, we are following it, and of course they will be applied on the screen. So if you are rooting for a team, for example like Green Bear, you can write it down on our comments, and for sure we will see it. Right now, Green Bear on their final stretch, only that chicane from the cones, which is of course demanding for handling, for grip, hard right, a bit faster chicane, and then sprint to the finish line from E19 car.
Yeah, they definitely are one of the main competitors, the pretenders to win the event. They have been second overall in 2024 VDE e-race. They've also been to FS Czech Republic at 2024 Flunkyball tournament with first place.
Flunkyball tournament, I think this is the thing that we call in Polish flanki.
Oh,
this is
okay,
flunkyball.
Okay, so you know their performance.
Yeah,
is
they are hard competitors.
On track and off track.
Yeah,
so
because you know flanky is the known game in Poland, but also the known game in Formula Student Paddock, as we can see, Green Bear. But also we saw it on Thursday, because there were also flanky tournament, and I think Green Bear and Croatian team were in the final, I guess. I don't know who won it, but we really like to know who won it. There is a lot of fans, of course, on our chat, as we can see. Also, Berlin represents. And but yeah, after that first round, Green Bear is at 7th place, just over race yard. So right now, two German teams close the table, but I think this run is much faster from Green Bear.
yeah, definitely. The first run was the reconnaissance of what the track is, what the conditions are, what the temperatures are, how they affect the car and the handling and the tires. Maybe they wanted to check if their tire pressure is correct. Maybe they even changed it a bit to make it the fastest possible.
Superior Engineering, we saw on the chicane that this is really chaotic right now around, but chaotic doesn't mean slow.
Yes, you know there is a saying, if you are looking slow, you are fast because you are smooth, but it's not exactly always right, especially in such a tight corners, because sometimes it's just better to turn the car, push the throttle and power slide through the corner instead of going around in a slow manner.
This is a great tip from the Polish rally champion.
Historic rally.
Historic, but still, it's still officially historic rally champion of Poland. It's the only coverage that you'll get tips like that from this kind of driver. Of course, you can also write in our chat exclamation mark and number of the team to get parameters of car. For example, if you write E19, you will have the parameters of Greenberg car. I think it's a really nice thing to do. So exclamation mark and number of the team. For example, E68, E69, because right now we have E69 again, a lot of oversteer, but I think the driver has everything under control, that he knows how the car behave, and that's why then he can really push. And we can see from the results, because he is the first after the first run. He beat AGH Racing, and we see that that car is really rapid, really oversteery, but I think the driver is really the one with the car, as we could see, and he has superior engineering. It's so far indeed superior.
Yeah, but I think they lost actually a bit of time in the last cone chicane, when they went a little bit too deep in, and they had to correct the understeer with the oversteer coming from the throttle. He did well, but actually that's still a little bit of time that was lost. Do we have a result of that run or not?
What?
Do we have the result of that run?
Not yet. We have still the result of first run. The first run was 1:06.284, which is just 600 faster than AGH Racing, but this is enough for Slovenian side to be on the top of the leaderboard. Right now we have another car from electric vehicle class, and this is E36, which is TUC Racing from TU Chemnitz, also quite near the Polish border. So apart from Polish sides, it's one of the nearest teams. I think Trencin is really close to the Polish border as well, just in the Polish border actually.
I'm not really great at geography, so
Okay,
I can't confirm
but yeah,
or deny it.
I think
that I see some marshals going to the cones chicane or not.
yeah, I think
Yes, I think they hit the
Yeah.
chicane, and that
the
will
cone,
be penalty points.
Yeah, the cone went up, so this is the signal from Stewart that the cone was hit. The cone was out of position, which means they will get plus 0.2 second added to their final time. E36 ends their first run. Of course, it's slower than superior engineering, but Robin Muchs did everything he could to bring Chemnitz on the good place. We are waiting for official results for German side.
Yeah, just to clarify, what you told about the cones is that they are positioned in such a way that there is a circle inside of them.
Yeah.
If you hit the cone and the circle stays invisible, it's all right. You don't get any penalty.
Yeah, if the
But
cone is still in the center of cone. If the cone is in the center of that circle with dot in the inside.
yes, and if you can see that dot, it means it's over. It's a penalty given.
Yep, and no discussion. TUC Racing is actually the first team that after the first run went into the pits.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's at the P9, and 10 teams so far made their runs. It's 123 and 100 flat, so it gives them 9th position and 8th position in EV class. So maybe let's go with top 10. First place for superior engineering. Next AGH Racing, then NTHU Racing from Taiwan, Tampere Formula Student from Finland, which is so far the only combustion engine car to go to the grid, to go to the track in Autocross event. Top 5 ends with Raceyard E at the 5th place. Wow, what a surprise. 6th place from Technicum Midweida Motorsport, 7th place from Greenberg, 8th place from Uni Maribor GPE, 9th place for TUC Racing EV, and 10th place, the last place so far for PRZ Racing. But as we told, this is only the middle of the rounds, because they have 2 drivers and 2 runs per driver. So in overall 4 attempts for all of the teams. We can see that E36 it's right now bringing back to the track, so I think it will have next run soon, but before them, we will have another competitor. And as I can see, it's number E47, which is next Polish team, Polesel Racing from Silesian University of Technology from Gliwice. Maxim Weindich, this is the driver for Polesel Racing, quite nice first sector. He is right now going into the first hairpin. This is the really interesting approach to that hairpin because it's a V-shape apex, really late apex. That off-camber corner that you mentioned is at a classic U-turn with apex in the middle of the corner. And then we have the fastest sector with long sweeping corners from right to left and 2 chicanes, one slower, one faster, and of course sprint to the finish line.
Yes, exactly. And this run, even though it doesn't look that fast, looks a bit unstable. So
But
I'm not sure.
it looks tidy.
Yeah, it's tidy, but it's not like the car is following the line that the driver wants. I think there was a bit of fighting with the car, well, maybe that's him trying how much grip does he have available.
Actually, they are in fifth place after that round. 1:13 and 2:21, which is right in the middle of the pack. 1 second ahead of Race Yard and just half a second behind Tampere Formula Student.
Yeah, but it's over 7 seconds slower than the leaders, so
Yeah.
you know, it wasn't the fastest run out there.
There was a cone hit by the driver, but it was a small hit, so maybe there will be no penalty. We will see by the reaction of the steward. But as I see, there is no reaction from the steward, so I think he will be fine.
Yeah, it looks like he got lucky that time. You can hear the tires screaming through the hairpins because they are driving on the limit of the tires. I don't really know what exactly is the tire and how soft or hard it is, but it's
There is a lot of lockup just on the literally last corner of that track. Yeah, he's shaking his head, he's throwing hands. I think he's not happy with his performance because yeah, it was really tidy up until that last braking zone when he just locked up the tires.
Yeah, but it's not over yet because we've got another attempt from the second drivers of each team, and we might also have some teams that we didn't see before. Can you tell us how is that possible?
With what?
That there will maybe be more cars now that we've seen
Yeah,
in the
of course.
acceleration and skid pad test.
It's just because not every team passed the scrutineering test or brake test up until today morning, so they couldn't participate in acceleration or skid pad. But it doesn't mean they are disqualified for the whole event. They can still try, and as I can heard, during the break between two sessions, there was at least one brake test. So I think we might have a bit more cars in the evening than in the morning. Right now, as we can see, we have number 68. This is the winner from class CV from the last year, CULS Prague Formula Racing. And as we could see, we have onboard camera, so this is quite interesting. Right now you can see how the lap of Autodrom Słomczyn looks like from the onboard of Formula student car, and of course there is totally different feeling of the speed.
Yeah, exactly. And as you can see, a lot of corners are just seem to never end for the drivers. They are just driving and taking the corner with the wheels turned, and they can't really already go all the way on the throttle because the corner is very, very long. The Tor Słomczyn is known for its long curves and long hairpins, so it's interesting to see how it looks like from the driver's perspective.
Yes, indeed. Right now, Kacper, it's not Kacper Kolosz, it's for number 30. 5, which was AGH Racing. But yeah, it's worth mentioning because it was a great run from the second place. Right now 68, it's zooming around the track. There was a bit of counter steer on that fast right-hander, and also here right now a bit slower approach, that chicane, which is really technical, really demanding for the tires and for the whole car. And right now, after those faster chicane, full throttle up until the finish line, and it was really nice run from 68, the team that won CV class last year here in Słomczyn. And also we have we are seeing that it will be second run already. Wojciech Szpiczak behind the wheel, so good luck Wojtek, and yeah, give us nice drive as you have that onboard camera, so we can just follow you and see how Słomczyn looks like from your car.
And he's already off for a good start. Now he's going again into this really tricky section, because you've got the tightening right corner that basically becomes a hairpin, and then you've got another corners that are going left, right, and it's really there's really not much space there to position your car correctly.
Yes, indeed. Right now we are going for the third hairpin in the row, that U-turn off camber, which makes the car really understeery, which it's not familiar in that Formula 1 car, because of especially in those combustion engine car, those cars are real wheel drive, and they are really oversteery. So yeah, understeer corner and oversteer car means a lot of problems for the driver.
Yeah, but I think he managed that corner quite well.
Yeah.
We've seen that he used his brake to basically turn the car sharply, and then accelerated quite quickly. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. We are coming back for a while for the chill room. Here it will be Zuza
I'm
with
here with
another
Mitya
guest,
from the
another
Superior
driver.
Engineering team. I
as
have
far
to say,
as I
Superior
can tell
Engineering
from
is the name of your team, and
AGH
Superior
Racing.
Performance you have
Hello,
shown
hello.
on the track today, because you guys are currently first in the standings. How was the run for you?
I mean, the track wasn't as I expected. It was a little bit more slippery than I thought, but it's very open and really fast.
There is a very small difference between the first place and the second place. How are you guys gonna adjust the car, change it so then you can get even better results in your next runs?
Yeah, so I'm as a first driver, I'm gonna give feedback to my second driver, and we're gonna probably adjust it so it doesn't oversteer that much because it was going a little bit sideways. And I think we can for sure go for the first place.
I'm hoping for the best. Tell me, when you guys are doing the track walk, are you measuring something? What is your strategy to best prepare yourself? Because I know you don't know the track, you don't have any practice as they do in Formula 1. You just go and you have to perform the best.
Yeah, so basically our strategy is just to record the whole track with the phone. But I didn't have that much time to check it, so it was just all in and that's it.
All in and getting the best result. That's really amazing. Thank you so much. We're gonna head back to the track because I think we have some other cars approaching. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Zuza. Actually, it wasn't AGH Racing, but of course the leaders of from the class, from the overall standing, so Superior Engineering. This is nice. I think this is quite nice thing on their rear wing. It's in the Slovenian language. Sam se ne sekirat, which is mean just don't worry.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata. But they have nothing to worry because right now they are leading force. We have
there is something to worry in the 69 car because they are stopped on the track.
Yeah, Michel Jandova. It's on this track from number 69. This is the track. This is the car from Liberec. If I'm correct, yeah, it's FS Tool Racing Technical University of Liberec, and it's going really slow on the track.
Yeah, but I'm wondering what's going on. Is there a problem we can see that the car is running, so something is working, but we are sure that something isn't working well, because they are basically at walking pace right now.
Yeah, I mean, right now the most important thing is to just finish, just to be classified, because in other way they won't be classified at all, and also they might have a bit of problem with second run. But right now, yeah, it's literally snail tempo, snail pace. We have the team who is called Running Snail. Actually, it's the winner of EV class from last year. But yeah, this is right now literally snail pace. But you know, it's not the way that I am making a laugh about the drivers or the mechanics or the teams, because yeah, to be in this place, to make the whole car by the force of your own hands, it's still a really big of an achievement, and it's really impressive for all of the teams. Even to get the car running, it's really nice, and it's really quite memorable moment, and something that they can be proud of.
Yeah, exactly. And even though they are having some troubles right now, they are at least are on the track.
And just look at that, they are still fighting. They are still
Yes,
fighting for
exactly.
the end, for just to get to the finish line.
We've had 30 entries, I think, and we've seen only about 20, less than 20 cars. So not everybody.
To be certain, 19 cars on acceleration and skid pad, because officially there was 30 participants. One of the participants didn't arrive on the track. Dortmund team didn't participate today because they have major mechanical failure yesterday that they couldn't fix on the track. So it was the end of the weekend for them, and Turkish team has to withdraw from the event after Tuesday incident when their battery just catch fire.
Yeah, I just wanted to emphasize that just the fact that they are still running on the track is an achievement here.
Yeah.
And you know, it's motorsport. Things like that happen. You can have the best car, you can be the best driver out there, you can be certain that you will win, but sometimes the mechanical issue is just going to happen, and you can't really do anything about it now. You have to just keep going, even at that kind of pace, but just keep going, reach the finish line, and capture your points.
Yeah, so right now we can say for the Liberec Sam Sesekirat, for example, because yeah, there is a lot of applause for the team with number 69. They really struggled to get to the finish line, but I think they will made it. They are on the last straight. We see that the driver is quite, I think, bored about it.
I think that he was thankful for the applause from the crowd.
Maybe.
It
Yeah,
looked like,
you got the point.
I mean, it looked like he was clapping on his wheel. It wasn't hitting like he was angry. It was more relaxed.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, you know, when you have a Sunday drive with empty street and you just, you know, one hand on the wheel and you're just vibing. Yeah, this is something like that from Michelle Yandova, which she was able to bring the car of her team just to the finish line. This is quite an achievement overall, because I think there are a bit of drivers that they would give up at the start, but yeah, it was really long attempt, to be exact, 4 minutes 39 seconds. Yeah, it was really long, but she made it.
Yes, and actually that might not be the end for them, because
Surely
there is
not.
still a lot of time. Oh, and we see another car stopped on the
Yeah,
track.
Alexander Kalenzie from Fast Tube, and this is quite worrying for them, because this is the team who was, I think, the best team in the morning session, because they were second on acceleration, they won skid pad, and they told me that they are really happy about performance. The pace is really nice, but yeah, I think the driver is quite confused. They were worried about reliability. And I think their worst nightmares right now happened because he's shaking his head. I think it's again the demons that haunts them.
You know, and that track is roughly 1.5 kilometer long only. They covered maybe like 200 meters or so. What about tomorrow's
22
endurance?
kilometers.
Yes, that will be massive.
Yeah, and right now we see that, yeah, this is the end of drive for E13. It's a disaster for German side because, as I said, they had spectacular morning with first place on skid pad, the second place on acceleration, and right now they ended autocross just after, I don't know, 200 meters?
Yeah, something like that. I think we will have some longer break because the car will need to be towed out of the track. So maybe it's time for some materials, video
Materials
or
or chill
maybe
room.
interview.
Yeah, but right now we are still seeing E13, the driver who is getting ready to just get out of the vehicle. Yeah, I'm really sorry for them because they told me that morale is sky high, that they are really nice about their pace, but they are worried about the reliability because it was the autocross was the hardest event for them in this season, and yeah, today it's not it's the role, it still counts. We have also information that E47, so Pole SL Racing, has been disqualified from the classification.
Yes, but I think it's only autocross right now. We don't have
Yeah, of
info
course.
on the previous events. They had their tie rod were like having some loose elements.
Yeah, and
Like
also
it wasn't
yeah,
tight enough.
yeah, and the scrutineering in Formula Student, it's really harsh, but not because the stewards have a rough day, but just because they have to be really cautious about safety reasons, about make good habits
Yes.
in the teams, that you have to be really cautious with the cars in motorsport. You have to be really
Everything
point.
has to be on point.
yeah, everything has to be on point. In other way, you'll be either slow or being disqualified.
Or it will be dangerous.
Or it will be dangerous for you, for the driver, or for other drivers.
Spectators. And stuff
Spectators.
like that. So yeah, but as you said, it's really important to build healthy, good habits because all of the drivers and team members are students. They
Yeah.
are still learning. So the goal of setting the bar that high is to make them work really hard for their success. And now we can see that the Marshall team is
I don't
doing
think
a good
actually
work.
it is Marshall team. I think it
Oh,
might
maybe
be
it's
two people from
his
the
team. Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, of course, they still have time to fix the car. They have just shy of 2 hours to do it because the autocross ends at 7 p.m. Right now we are just past 5 p.m. So there's still less than 2 hours to make 3 runs. Actually, for them, yeah, it will be 3 runs because they didn't finish the first run. It will be DNF. And yeah, there is still a lot of time for them to just get the car rolling and to get quite good result still.
Well, it depends on what actually happened because if it might be some stupid thing like, I don't know, the part that costs, for example, 50 cents. We've seen that in motorsport many times.
Also in Formula One, the spark plug that costs a few dollars can just hold multi-million construction.
Yeah, you are talking
Totally.
about Ferrari 2018
yeah.
Japan.
This
You
is
are
the scar.
bringing
Yeah,
the
this is the
Ferrari-
scar that can't just heal.
You are bringing tears to the Ferrari fans. We
Yeah.
are
I mean, fortunately, there is no Italian team, there is no tifosi, I guess, so it's less chance that I will make someone cry right now.
We can only hope that their problems are minor and that we can see them in the track again.
Right now, after 13 competitors, still superior engineering from Slovenia is leading, number E69 with a really impressive time of 1:06.284. On the second place, it's AGH Racing, which is also just on the edge with superior engineering, just 600 of the second. We are going again to Zuzia, so Zuzia, up to you.
I'm here with Asia, one of the scrutineers. We spoke a lot during the live stream about what happens after the cars come back for post-scrutineering, and I wanted to ask you, what are you particularly looking for? What are the tests that you are doing? What it means that the car is passing or not?
Okay, so we mainly just looking if the car is still safe to race. So we check if there are any fluid leaks, if there are any, if the ground clearance is still okay, if the height of aerodynamic devices is still good.
The way that it was before, right?
The way that was before, regarding Formula Student competition rules.
So what is the thing that most common happens when the cars come for post-scrutineering? Is it like that the gap is not 30 millimeters? Is it that there's something loose?
Sometimes it happens. Sometimes there's also some fluid leaks, some oil from the brakes. But most of the cars today pass the post-scrutineering.
Amazing. I can see that we have Team Warsaw warming up, so we'll probably see them on the track in a few seconds. So gonna give it back to our commentators in the booth now.
Thank you very much. As we can see, we had the second run of TUC Racing, so the only team so far which had just one run before go to next scrat. They just went for the second attempt, and of course after that second attempt they went into the pits because it was the last attempt for those for that certain driver.
Yeah, they probably wanted to do some setup changes. I think you will see that improvement in time in a moment, but now we've got another car on the track.
007. Which
And
is not James Bond. Yeah, I
But
make
it's a combustion vehicle, so
Yeah.
it will be nice hearing the engine again.
Yeah, it's WT Racing, Maksymilian Woźniak from Warsaw. WT Racing had third place in Autocross last year, so the expectations are quite high for them. Just quick mention about that interview with Asia, that interview made by Zuzanna. Yeah, the scrutineers have a lot of work here, from the morning to the evening and even later.
Yeah, and even before anybody was here.
Yeah.
Like, they do a massive work that's not always really
seen,
yes.
yeah.
Especially by people who just want to go and watch the cars going on track. But there's basically an army of people who is making it possible. I see that you are enjoying
but
the
also
pure
there was
sound.
a blow-off, so yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, 007 ended their first run, and right now it's 11th place, third place in CV class. So they overtook FSTUL from Liberec, from Czechia, and right now they are instantly beginning to go with that second run. First run was 1:21 and 9:49.
Yes, we can see that the sun is starting to set.
Yeah,
and
we
it's
really-
really getting harder to see anything for us. So it's even worse for the drivers there. So maybe that was a part of the reason why so many teams went so early even though the conditions on track will be better with each run. But right now we can see that 007 is going quite well.
Yeah, it was really nice that off-camber hairpin, also quite steady, quite neat on that chicane, and right now we have the fastest part of the track. Of course, 007 has a lot of supporters, the team from Warsaw, from the capital, which is not far away from Grójec, from Słomczyn, where the track is. It's just like, I don't know, 40 minutes drive.
Yeah, something like that. We've seen a little bit of oversteer.
Yeah, here there's a little bit of wobble on the last turn.
It will definitely cost them some time. And speaking of times, do we have the result yet?
Not yet, but I think, yeah, it's the matter of seconds indeed. 1:20.071, so it's a quite big improvement, but it's 1:17.357, so yeah, it's still a big improvement by over 4 seconds, and it puts WET Racing in top 10 at exactly 10th place.
And I think it's they are still third in the CV category.
Just behind CULS.
1/10 of the second, because behind the team from Prague.
Indeed, like almost exactly 1/10. You have eagle eye.
Yeah, I won't even pretend that I knew that just from the run. I looked over your shoulder on the screen.
Yeah, right now number 888, Olaf Savchuk in PG Racing team. PG Racing team who won the skid pad for combustion vehicle. Of course, we don't have that E letter in the number, which means we have combustion vehicle. And yeah, there is a lot of things change for this year car in 888, because they have a totally new engine in comparison with previous years. And that means that they have really nice potential, because it makes them lose a lot of kilograms, and they are really looking forward on the not only skid pad but also in autocross, because yeah, as they told me, they are quite prepared and they really like to be more powerful on that competitions that requires reliability and handling. That's why they made a compromise and go into more powerful acceleration, which we could see in the standings. Right now, after that run, the PG Racing is right now at the place, I don't know right now when. Okay, P8 1:16.914, and this is actually the second place in CV standings. They pass CULS and they pass WET Racing, and they still have second run to go.
Yeah, so it's a strong start from them, but actually if you think about it, to be good at autocross, you have to be good at both skid pad and acceleration test. You know, we've seen the skid pad test earlier on. It was just 2 circles, and if you think about it, the chicanes are tight. There are some hairpins, and you know, it's basically very, very close to what we've seen in the skid pad test. And then we've got some straights that test the acceleration.
Yeah, we have Zuzanna with fast tube, so that unlucky ones from a few moments ago. Zuza, tell us what really happened there.
Wait, no, it has to be red. So I'm here with Alex from the TU Berlin team. Guys, unfortunately, something happened at the beginning of your run. What happened?
Yeah, exactly. So after like 50 meters, the car just turned off. We don't know yet why exactly, but the shutdown circuit opened, so we cannot connect the battery to the motors now. Let's see where the problem is. But
are you gonna now do your second attempt, or is it going to be the driver switch if you are able to fix it on time?
We are going to driver switch. So because you have the second lap is always the fastest, so yeah, we're just trying that first, and let's see.
I don't want to take much more of your time because you guys need to rush. We'll be hoping to see you here for your second driver. Good luck.
Thank you.
We're gonna head back to the studio right now.
We just got information that the car E36 was disqualified because of some leakage in the right rear. So probably a dumpster or something like that.
Is it the joke about BMW?
Dumper. Sorry about
Dumper.
that.
I mean, I heard dumpster, so I just thought about a BMW E36. If someone doesn't know, there is just a quite popular joke about E36, about that popular BMW, which was a plague like 10 years ago in Poland in terms of really bad tuning in Fast and Furious style.
Yes, and really bad drivers who did reckless things and ended up in a lot of crashes.
But of course, it's not any bad blood with TUC Racing, because they made a lot of work just to be here. And driving during Autocross. So it just because of their numbers, they're just flashbacks, PTSD.
Yeah, sorry, it wasn't planned. It was just a slip on my side.
Yeah, but it was really peculiar slip.
Yeah, just a coincidence.
But right now we have another competitor on the track. I think it's the next electric car, if my eyes doesn't deceive me. Yeah, it's number E68. So actually this is the third run for the Taiwanese team NTHU Racing. Yutze Lee on the car. So this is the first team that make their second part of the Autocross with second driver.
I think I would change. I would say if your ears don't deceive you and not your eyes. That this is an electric vehicle.
Yeah, okay. This is quite nice joke, but I need a couple of seconds to just catch it. But my eyes and my ears. I was searching for the letter E, but also I can hear that there is quite different sound, because the electric engine also has a sound, but it's a lot more quieter and a lot more different than combustion engine. But let's focus on the track, because NTH Racing just is on the last corner, like last proper corner. Of course, there is that fast chicane and sprint to the finish line, and E68 just finished their third run, and this is really nice run, 1:11.649, which gives them third place. So this is +2 positions for them.
Yeah, we will see if they are going. Yes, they are going for the final run for them today. The driver changed between the first two runs and now, so he also needed some warm up, and he was still faster than the previous one. So maybe this team decided to go with the fastest driver as the second one.
Yeah, there is a bit of margin to Agiha Racing, just a second, but this is the manageable difference to just cut out on the one good run. Right now we have on the off-camber corner, really tricky, as we said. Then we have quite tight chicane, and then that long left, even longer right, which is literally like almost 360-degree turn.
Yeah, I mean, this corner is in cars it's tricky because it's really long, which makes the car accelerate, and it tightens at the end.
There was a lot of wheel spin at the exit on the finish line. But they catched the car, and we have the fourth run and last run from a Taiwanese team on the table, and it's 1:13.571. So there is no improvement. So the best place NTHU can end is third place, but overall it's still really nice result for Taiwanese team.
Just to finish my thought, these cars have some of them have enormous wings, so they have a lot of downforce, which makes driving them easier than your road legal cars here. And I was saying that in road legal cars, that right-hand corner is really a demanding one.
Indeed. Right now we had 15 teams so far on the track. Do we have right now 16th? We will find out in just a moment. I think it's E20. It's E23, so this is Running Snail Racing Team, the winners from last year. Right now on the wheel we have Jan Feger, and yeah, we have a lot of, we have to say, we have a lot of demandings from them because they defend the titles from the last year. They were also 4th in the endurance last year in FS Germany. So yeah, I think they are capable to make a surprise, to make a comeback after mediocre skid pad and endurance. They had also a bit of struggle with scratch and with technical issues, but right now you can see that the last sector from Running Snail, it's really rapid.
Yeah,
the car is really agile, and I think that run can be really impressive.
Yeah,
There's a lot of clapping from the public here in Słomczyn.
They were really pushing on their first run of the event,
and you can see it on the standings. They move up to 4th place, 1:08.264, and they still have 3 runs left. This is really solid beginning.
Yeah, and they are going for the second one, I think.
Yeah, they started
immediately.
even.
And well, if they started with such a good time, they are like 2 seconds of the lead, so it's definitely something that's possible to gain between runs. So maybe we will see the change in the leader position if the driver makes no mistakes.
I think it's still really possible for them. We can see that they really pushing it through the Autodrom Słomczyn. Right now they are entering the fastest sector on the track. That really long opening right to the inside of the left turn. Next right turn, chicane, really technical, but as you can see, the car likes that technical parts, and also the driver is really confident and he's pushing this car a lot. They are on the finish line, and let's see how well did they do in the second run. Is it change? Yeah, we have new leaders, by the way. 1:05.914. Astronomical run.
Yeah, so the first team to go below the 1:06.
1:06, yeah.
And actually, I wanted to say that I'm very impressed by how the car accelerated from the last chicane. It was just like the driver pushed the throttle and the car just instantly went up to speed and basically disappeared on the finish line, because we just barely can't see the finish line from our perspective. And now we've got another car on track, which is, can you see, Kamil?
Yeah,
79.
70,
78 rather.
78. But in terms of Running Snail, okay, maybe to say that skid pad and acceleration was mediocre was overstatement. By the way, in Tampere Formula Student is Tommy Alcava right now, because they were 4th in acceleration and 4th in skid pad, so they were still in the top of the pack, but still a lot of teams were really scared that they can be like on the top of the top. Right now, of course, they are on the top of the top, but yeah, you can see that acceleration worked when it mattered. So in the autocross, that run from the last corner to the finish line was like in the rocket.
Yeah, I mean, if Max Verstappen finishes 4th, you are disappointed. So I think that's basically what you tried to say.
Something like that.
That they were going in so strong and so confident that seeing them in 4th position instead of in 1st during the morning's test was kind of maybe not very much disappointing, but not the start they wanted.
Yeah, but I think right now they stepped up the game.
Yeah, maybe they just corrected their setup between the sessions. Maybe that's why we didn't see them for like the first 1.5 hour of this session.
We are just in the middle of autocross event, by the way. Just in the middle.
Yeah, so maybe that's a good moment to ask you, who do you think will finish on top?
Yeah, because we have a lot of teams already.
And
right
most
now.
of them only did 2 of the runs, so they still have like equally opportunity to improve.
Yeah, we have, by the way, another disqualification right now for the car number E68. So this is NTHU Racing, and this is a great question. If this is disqualification from those 2 runs, number 3 and 4, because if yes, it doesn't hurt them so much.
I mean, it's said that it's driver 2, so I would say
Yeah.
that it's only the
Third
second,
and fourth.
yeah,
Okay,
the
so it doesn't really matter for them because they didn't improve.
But actually, the disqualification could explain why they were slower there.
Yeah, because there was again leakage
yeah,
in
but
the front right.
this time I think. Well, we are not sure what because we didn't get the exact information, but we are still grateful for the information that we got because it's
shout out to Kasia and shout out to all Scratiners team because they are really makes our work so much easier.
Yeah, exactly. In the meantime, we've seen the 78, I think.
Yeah.
It's 4th and final run for today.
And
did they improve?
Yeah, they does by over a second. Right now they are on 6th position. The time is 1:11.675. That's a wrap for them. It was the 4th run, the 4th and the fastest, and they are still leading CV class. Right now we have E24. So this is Uni Maribor GPE. That car that it was pushing. It was pushed at the beginning of our stream. Mitya Dolshina on the wheel. But yeah, if it was something that I wanted to tell, yeah, there were a lot of the supporters and cheering for Big Tom of Finland on the chat. So I think the driver for Tampere is quite popular on the paddock.
Yeah, that's possible. We've got some insight from our colleague that said that Kacper is the fastest driver in AGH team, so he doesn't believe that they can improve much further. But
never say never.
Yeah,
never say never.
Actually,
especially that they are losing just 0.4 seconds to Running Snail.
Yeah, do we want to say who our colleague is and why he has such a knowledge?
Yeah, because he was a Formula student driver by himself. So shout out to our colleague from Kontra, from our side, Max Kender.
Yeah, and he was a driver in that team, so he knows that team well.
Yeah. So let's see if he is right or was he wrong. For sure, wrong wasn't the driver for Maribor because he took the checkered flag, and right now Maribor is at 13th place after that run. It was the 3rd run for them, and right now they are starting to make the 4th and last run. So far, with no improvement, the 2nd attempt is still the fastest one, 1:24.071. So far, 13th place, 9th place in EV.
Yeah, and they went for both of the runs quite early because they were actually the first one on the track at the beginning of the session, and now I think only like 1 or 2 different cars made the 2nd set of laps. So they decided that they want to go as early as possible.
Yeah, and of course Mitya is still on the wheel. We can see that the car, maybe it's not that fast on the acceleration, but it's still quite agile, quite nice on the turns, but we can see that it's quite slow on the fastest part of the track. I think that the power might be their issue because, yeah, as we can see in corners, the car from Maribor behaves really well.
Yeah, it really didn't go well out of the last chicane.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, a driver can't say any bad things about his performance because he made at the last attempt the fastest run for their team, 1:18.948, which is still, of course, 13th place, but still they build the gap from TUC.
And now we'll see the onboard camera
Yeah.
of, I think it
Your
will
way
be
is PRZ Racing,
PRZ
so
Racing,
far on the 15th place, but this is the team that you need to be aware of because they are fast, they are capable of doing some things, and yeah, I really hope that it will be a good attempt, but not because, I don't know, I'm not objective, I'm rooting for one team as being a commentator or journalist. No, just because we have onboard and that acceleration in EV car can be really rapid, and I really like to see how the onboard looks like on electric car. Filip Czurczak right now on the wheel. Oh, we see a lot of fighting with the car.
Yeah, you can feast your eyes on the onboard camera. You can see that he is really pushing and the car isn't really responding to that. I think in a way he would want it to, because there is a bit of fight inside. You just see that after the exit of the corner he still had to correct with a slight movement to the right.
But on the hairpin it was quite okay, in the chicane as well. But yeah, I think that it's really oversteery that car. So yeah, I mean, it maybe suits his driving style. Maybe, we don't know it. We would have to ask him about it. But we see that it's quite agile. But I think it's a bit of understeery, especially on the slow corners. But yeah, acceleration. Here the PRZ is quite nice, and we could see it on the onboard. Yeah, it looked really, really nice. But did they improve? This is the most important question.
They will probably improve now because they're going for the second run in a row.
Yeah. And they just started it. We're still waiting for the official time. Yeah, it's improvement, quite a lot, by the way, because for 7 seconds it's 1:19.700. So it's up to P14, just passing the TUC, but in terms of gaining seconds, yeah, it's a huge improvement.
Yes, and there is still room for further improvements, especially that we see that I think the car behaves a bit better now. So
yeah, I think the warmer tires means better grip, and if the car was oversteery, maybe right now it is a bit more tamed.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, but you see it's more agile, for sure.
Definitely. It behaves exactly like the driver wants it.
Yeah, so a quite big improvement in terms of grip, but you can see that on the fast ones there's still a bit of wobbling, which is, of course, it's never a good thing for a driver, because on the fast corners when you go with full throttle you want that stability, but right now you can see that even that final hairpin was faster, as well as that final chicane. And yeah, it's really tidy, nice lap from E08, and it's really nice that we had opportunity to see it from the onboard.
Yeah, I think that the wobble was caused by the wind, which picked up quite much.
It's actually a big jump in the timetable. It's P7 right now for PRZ Racing, 1:13.791. So in comparison with the first driver, is the improvement by, guess how much?
You mean the second run of the first driver and the second run of the second driver? I would say about, I don't know, 12, 13 seconds.
13, okay, actually, you're spot on, 13 seconds, but yeah, it's huge improvement, and kudos for the driver, kudos for the whole team, for the whole effort, because I don't know what have they changed during that break, but they changed good things. I mean, flawlessly.
I think we've got another problem because the car is driving very slowly and it stops. We can't see which car is that yet.
It's E95.
Yes.
I think it's E95, which is
it's
the
right.
Hofspannung Motorsport from Hof, and I think this is the first time we see that team on the track today.
Yeah, that's tracks.
Yeah, because they didn't participate in acceleration nor skid pad.
But they are here now.
Yeah, they are still running. So I mean, the best thing for them is to just finish that run and just collect as much data as they can.
Yeah.
basically.
I'm wondering what was wrong, because they stopped briefly after some marshal went to them. They just started driving again.
Yeah, greetings from Croatia. Is Borat still playing in the paddock?
Yes, constantly.
Dirk Łakowski, the Borat is always playing in the Formula student paddock.
Oh, and we have another stop on the track.
Yeah, right in the hairpin, right in the chicane. Sorry. But yeah, it's the first official run for University of Applied Sciences Hof, and it's not a lucky one, unfortunately.
Yeah, but they are still going. Once again,
I mean, they try. They really try.
They are not really surrendering.
Yeah, but it's question from me. That run will be allowed, because I don't know if there was a help from the steward.
I didn't see any pushing or anything, so maybe they just needed to restart the engine, the computer, or something like that.
Yeah, someone wants to check the parameters of the car E2137. Unfortunately, there is no car like that here in 2137. On our screen for a moment it was Marcin Drozd, which is our expert, and Bartek Zachara, which is CEO of FSP Foundation and also the founder of that foundation. I mean, I think we can say is the most important person here in the paddock, because without him there will be no event like that here in Słomczyn. E95 finally ends their run. They managed to get to the finish line. They collect the checker flag. So,
do you think it will be faster or slower than?
Actually, I think it will be faster, because they were stopping on the track, but when they were running, they were faster, I guess. We're gonna check it in a minute. Yeah, actually, they are faster. 2:46.397. So actually, they were almost 2 minutes faster.
So that's a fine margin.
Yeah, fine margins here in Formula Student always.
We will see if they decide to go to. No, they are going to the pit.
They had to. They really had to, because with this kind of car you can't drive fast.
But they are starting to run out of the time if the problem is serious, because we've got only like 1 hour and 15-20 minutes of running.
To be exact, 78 minutes.
Well, it depends on what the steward decide, because at the skid pad test we were running a bit later after the schedule, because
there were a little bit of delay
in the queue.
Yeah, and there were a bit of technical delay, but yeah, everything works perfectly. And from what I see in terms of livery, that bright yellow livery, I think is again number 68.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, it's really distinctive.
Let's see if they...
It's almost like Salamander.
Yeah, that's actually nice comparison. Let's see if they thought of that leakage, and if they can, well, set some time, because the previous times were disqualified.
I mean, not officially, because right now in live timing we still see their time, but officially they are disqualified, and for sure the times will be cancelled. But it's still, as we can see in live timing, this is the things we see. They are still in the standings, but yeah, I think that next 2 runs will be crucial for them, for the Czech team. Right now, they're just in the last corner, tight right, quick chicane and acceleration just to the finish line for number 68. Słomczyn's commentator knows it well. I remember those last 2 years with FSP, such a great event. Have fun and don't mess in my commentary box. Maciek, you will be sure that I will take care with Janek of your commentary box.
Yeah, we will try doing our best. I was wondering if I can make a joke about what Jenson Button said to Fernando Alonso in Monaco in 2017.
I'm gonna pee in your seat.
But
no, we are not making things like that.
Yeah. But yeah, we are taking a good care. We are doing what we can.
Yeah, don't worry, Maciek. We will take care for sure.
Yeah, well, we hope.
Yeah, we hope.
You will decide as fans, so you can be really harsh or you can be really say really
Lenient.
nice things
Lenient.
in the chat. If you want something to improve for us to answer your questions, you can actually type them and we can show them on the feed.
I mean, we are know each other with Maciek, so he knows where to ride. David Kołdelka right now in the car of number 68, to be sure, 068 in CV class. Right now, the Prague team are on the second place in CV, but overall, this is the race number 10. Also, that engine sounds really, really nice. They already improved in the attempt number 3. Right now they ended attempt number 4, so this is the autocross event for them. They ended it, and actually it's really nice time. 1:11.652, which puts them in P6 and P1 in CV, just ahead of Tampere. And when I mean just, I mean just. It's 200 of a second.
Wow, and I think Tampere...
And this is fine margin.
Yeah, I think Tampere already had 4 of its runs, so they won't jump ahead of them.
Yeah, as we can see on the left side of the screen, 652, 675.
Yeah, crazy. Like on the track that's, well, it's not maybe the longest track out there, but it's still quite a long distance, and the track is very technical, so it's not easy to make 2 runs that are so close in time.
Yeah, we have also greetings from Sweden. It's really nice that coverage is being viewed all around the world. New sport from me. I'm only watching rally, so I hope that you'll have some fun here, because yeah, autocross it's the most satisfying in terms of raw performance, but tomorrow it will be endurance event. Right now in E67 it's the team from Poznań.
And they are stopped on the track.
And they stopped.
Yeah, but it's just their first run.
Yeah, I think from their rear wing we can see that it must be the water. Let's add that to the words of wisdom.
Yeah, but yeah, they didn't run any laps yet before this one, so they still have plenty of time.
Yeah,
to,
and actually, is it their first run overall?
I think so. It's what I have in my notes. So we had E68, E69, and it's E67.
Yeah, this is their first run overall. PUT Motorsport. They finished their first lap on the Formula Student Poland 2026. Congratulations!
And they are going immediately for the second one.
Yeah. So that stop on the track, it must have been some kind of just single hiccup.
Yeah. And now we are seeing they are going really strongly into the first sector of the track.
There is one quick question: is there Swedish teams? No, there are not. But there is one team from Finland. But yeah, this is the only Scandinavian team here in Poland. And then we can come back to Polish team, of course. E67 PUT Motorsport from Poznań, and they stopped again in the same place, actually. So just after that off-camber hairpin.
I think it might be some issue with their software, because they stopped basically exactly in the same place.
Yeah, maybe engine map is wrong.
Yeah,
maybe.
It seems like that, because it's not like they are going slowly. After they accelerated, they are going really fast. But what was that stop? Oh, and again.
Okay, so this is right now, it's 2 in a row. It's something's really wrong with the car. So for Mikołaj, who is right now driving, okay, third time is apparently not a charm for him, but the most important thing for him is to just bring the car up to the finish line. We had really nice comment. I mean, really nice comment as well, but our operator in the paddock had really nice 360 shot. Yeah, shot. I lost the word of Mitterweida. But yeah, from Maciek, I'm sure you care about of everything there. For all the viewers, you may not know that all staff are working so hard and doing such an incredible job hosting FSP. Hope that you like the track itself. Yeah, this again from the Warsaw team. Yeah, our operator is on fire right now.
Yeah, he definitely heard you.
Yeah.
And now, speaking of fire, you can look at the front of the E20 car, which I think has flames.
Yeah, I guess
painted.
so. I guess so. Lukas Pauce right now in Technicum Mittweida Motorsport. Right
maybe
now
it's not flames, maybe it's just that I was blinded by the sun, which is getting quite low, so it's harder and harder to see what's going on.
Especially
with
that
every
we
minute.
have one big window just in front of us, and yeah, window plus sun is never good mix. But yeah, Mittweida right now in 11th place, so almost right in the middle of the pack. This is their third run, so I guess they will just take 2 runs. Of course, again, without that real spoiler, that car really looks a bit like old Formula 1 cars, actually.
Yeah, old Formula 1 cars, or actually it represents more of a Formula V.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
American, like the car that was and still is used a lot of in American junior series.
This is the last corner from for Mittweida team, last stretch, and of course acceleration to the finish line. There is a bit of clapping from the outside, we hear that. And the main question, did they improve? They did not. 1:22.553, so yeah,
But it's
quite
still
far.
the first run of
Yeah,
the
but
driver,
still
so
it's 6 seconds
I mean,
out of pace.
you can't really compare the first run to the second run.
So
because
okay, so if we compare the first run to the first run, it's still it's okay. It's actually 1 second faster.
yeah, you see.
Okay, but we will see on the fourth and final attempt. We will see there.
Yeah, and we just started the final attempt for them.
Yeah, of course. That track on the autocross, it really stretched for almost the whole of that shorter circuit of Słomczyn, because Słomczyn has quite a lot of configuration.
Actually, that's one of the longest ones. If you wanted the short version, right now, where the car turned right, you go straight, and now we've got another few corners.
Yeah, but still you have you can get quite longer configurations.
I mean,
guess.
only longer configuration would consist of the gravel parts, because Słomczyn is also a rallycross track, where most of the Polish national championship in rallycross take place, and yeah. I mean, I think I'm glad that these cars aren't going on the gravel, because they would struggle there so much, especially on those slick tires.
Yeah, there was also discussion about Swedish teams. Yeah, there is a lot of Swedish teams, especially I think Göteborg is the most successful one right now. I might be wrong. I think Göteborg is that team to beat in Sweden. In the meantime, Mittweida ended their last run, and it's not an improvement. 1:17.819, so still over a second of the pace. So
Okay,
this time I won.
So you were right in the end.
This time I won. Of course, it's not good information for Mittweida, because they were just shy of top 10.
And now we've got a third run for 007.
So of course this is the team from Warsaw. So it's almost their home event, because yeah, as we said earlier, Słomczyn lies just about 40 minutes drive from capital of Poland.
Yeah, and they are doing quite a good run. Ooh, there was a slip. Considering it's the first run of this driver, he's looking like he's trying to.
They were a lot of outside of the that of camber, and we can see that he is pushing a lot.
Yeah, I mean, he is definitely trying to gauge the. I thought he was going to spin.
Yeah, but it was the drift of the dreams. I mean, right now we are just a few weeks from Drift Masters Grand Final on National Stadium in Poland, but Kamil is really pushing it, and this is right now too much of the brakes on the last turn, but still overall it's really nice. It's really nice run, and this is really nice shot from our operator. He is really on fire. I mean, good stuff, Damian.
Yeah.
Of course, if it's Damian, but I'm pretty sure it's Damian.
As I was saying before, I was amazed by how the car behaved. He probably was trying to gauge the grip on the first lap to know exactly where he can push on the second one.
Yeah, but this is a great improvement by 5 seconds already, 1:12 and 2:40, which puts WT Racing on 8th place, the 3rd place on the CV table. Yeah, it was really nice. Really nice run, and they have even more possibilities to make even better just by the curb. Of course, those cars are not ready to take the curbs, but he was maximizing the track he has.
Yeah, exactly. This run looks even quicker because it's tidy, it's clean. There are no big mistakes, there are no big slides. We can just we need to just wait for the final two chicanes and final corners to so I think he will improve even more.
Yeah, maybe top 5 is possible. He is just lacking 1 second to be in top 5, so it's possible.
Wow.
Yeah, it's top 5, it's P5,
Exactly.
1:08, 3:40. So this is great run for WT Racing, and this is great improvement for them. I think by 8 positions up. So yeah, right now the standings is starting to get really shuffled.
Yeah, I think it's like 2.5, something like that, seconds of the pace of electrical cars.
Yeah, but EV, all right, WT is combustion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so
this
even
is
more
great
impressive.
run. This is astonishing run if we take that this is combustion engine, and this is almost over 3 seconds faster than the second combustion engine car from Prague. Wow, this is really great result from WT.
Yeah, they really did it in style.
Yeah, in great fashion. Right now we have car E19, so we are coming back to electrical ones. E19 from Berlin, again Greenberg. This is their second outing, so it will be the run number 3 and number 4. Right now Greenberg on the P13.
Yeah, and we can see that it's the first run of this driver because he's just taking some corners cautiously. Some corners, well, he's leaving quite a bit of margin. But
I mean, it was
this run is just to warm up the tires.
Yeah, I think it was quite calm, just to don't make any mistakes and be prepared for the one final push at the 4th and last attempt.
Yeah, so which position did they take before?
They were P13, and in P13 they stayed. No improvement at all. 5 seconds out of the pace, but they are also 5 seconds better than on their first run. So maybe.
Yeah, now they should improve because we are seeing that the driver is pushing much harder now.
By the way, we have almost 300 viewers on our coverage on FS Poland channel. Of course, we are also have coverage on our channel, in terms of mine and Janek Kontra. There is also almost 30 people, so we can say that almost 300 people watched us. So we are really grateful for that, and we hope that you'll get used to Formula Student a bit more, and you will stay, especially for tomorrow morning when we'll have endurance, so the pearl in the crown.
Yeah, exactly. The pearl that's shining just like the red light above the helmet of the driver.
Yeah, so that red light just means don't touch me, basically.
Well, it's reasonable when the car is going.
Yeah, that checks out. That checks out. E19 has ended his final run of the day. This is the end of the day for the Green Bird. They can just focus to play flanky again. Let's see if they improved at all. They did not. They stay on the P13 on the 9th place in EV standings. 1:17.819. It was the final time for Green Bear. Actually, sorry, P12. 1:15.692. Sorry, my bad, but still one place up in both classification. Yeah, in both overall and in electric vehicle. So not P9 but P8. Yeah, so right now we have in P11 Raceyard, in P12 Green Bear, and in P13 Technikum Mittweida, all of the team from Germany.
And now we can see the car number 69.
So this is,
going for their second run, because I think they didn't. They stopped on the first run.
Yeah, it was Liberec.
Yeah, so they stopped on the first one. They crawled back to the pits, and and that's Michelle.
Yeah, that's Michelle Jandova, again in FSTUL Racing Hybrid. Their first time was 4:39, so I don't want to make a commentatory curse, but I'm pretty confident that that time will be improved. Right now we are on the last stretch of the circuit, just that chicane, turn right, faster chicane, and then push just to the finishing line. Yeah, there is a lot of blow-off, a lot of driving on the rev limiter. It was quite nice run, so for sure it will be advancement in the standings. Actually quite impressive to P12, 1:15.124. So after being Red Lantern of the pack, right now Liberec is in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, we've heard great applause from the crowd.
Because I think it has to be like a big effort from the team to just get the car rolling.
Yeah,
to be competitive again. Yeah, it's really impressive.
And they still have 2 runs.
Yeah.
So she probably just went there to check if the car is all right, and they still have the second driver who may even further. So it's not the end. It's just the beginning.
Yeah, and we have the next onboard camera, which is still always quite nice. Right now he's on the second hairpin. Of course, it's really important to go as wide as possible, because then you have to take that route with cones, which leads you from that off-camber hairpin. Next is really tight chicane, and to go by the long left to the longest part of the track, then turn right, a bit of straight, and next a really long right corner, going into the left, still like almost full throttle here, and then of course next straight, but it's not straight, it's just next chicane, like double chicane, hard right, next quite faster chicane, and finish, sprint to the line. This is really nice run from 1:05, I guess. Cyber Motorsport. Yeah, it's the first run.
It's their first run now, and they still have. They are going for the second run, obviously. Right now, they will have the second driver later on, unless they decide that they will be quick enough after the first run.
I mean, we have a lot of expectations from them, because they won acceleration, and also they are one of the most titled Polish Formula Student team overall, because they won FS Poland 4 years ago. They won, 3 years ago. They won FS Poland 2 years ago, actually. They won 2 years ago as well FS Czech Republic. So yeah, and they also won last year both skid pad and acceleration, and right now they are really pushing it, but they have a lot of time. Michał Niechciałowski, if I seen it correctly, is driving right now, and yeah, there is a lot of potential in this car right now. 6th in combustion vehicle standings and 15 in the overall standings. But yeah, they still have room for improvement. Still 3 rounds left. This is the second one, so we are really aggressive on that hairpin. Here really also really close to the cones and free to the line. Really nice sound from that combustion engine. And let's see if Serber Motorsport from Białystok improved themselves on the second outing. On the second run, on the first outing. Yeah, it's really big improvement, up to 9th place. This is P4 for combustion vehicle, 111.924, and they are really in the mix because yeah, they are losing.
3 tenths shy of
yeah,
Tampere?
just 3 tenths shy. So yeah,
And
it's
Prague
really
team.
close.
So
Yeah, and both Prague and Tampere, they just ended the drive for today because so. Białystok has 2 runs to go into P2, maybe P1, because of course there is also WT Racing 3 seconds ahead. Oh,
yeah,
3 points
3 seconds
over 3.
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It won't be easy. I think if they can beat the Tampere, they will also. Yeah, thank you very much to our
yeah, track
director.
conditions is indeed dry.
Yes, and we can see the sun.
Yeah, but I know there is a lot of graphics that they are working with the broadcast, and it's nice to just have that graphics shown because it's a lot of work. So
Yeah, if we could see the graphics with temperature, I would be curious to see
yeah,
it.
because it will be quite nice comparison in with the morning.
Yeah, and with the beginning of the session, when I think it was 25 Celsius degree.
Yeah, this is E33 that right now ended their run. I think it might be again the team that show on the track for the first time.
Yes.
No, of course not. It's Race Yard, of course not. Race Yard who
53.
Yeah, Race Yard, the winners of acceleration competition from this morning, and they are immediately on their 4th and last run. After this second run, oh my God, this is a big improvement, up to second place, 1:06.804, and they're just almost 2 tenths behind Running Snail. So this is the German fight for the lead. Yeah, it's really impressive, and Race Yard finally woke up.
You know, I've got terrible news. Car number 007 was disqualified because of some issue with the sensor.
Oh
On
no!
the
So
left
this is
rear.
the end of.
Like they were in P1 in combustion class.
Yeah. So right now the whole classification of combustion engines are just shuffled. But let's focus on Race Yard E because they ended their run, and it's really impressive run. Is it enough to beat a Running Snail? Yes, it is indeed, and this is crazy time, 1:03.071. So this is almost 3 seconds faster than Running Snail. Wow, Race Yard E really just. There was just like Duplantis in pole vault. Like
They
Armand
just
Duplantis.
destroyed the competition.
Yeah, but of course, Running Snail, they still have 2 runs left, superior engineering as well. But yeah, it was really impressive results, and yeah, crazy improvement from Race Yard because they had 1:14.353, so almost 12-second improvement. It's crazy.
Speaking of damaging things, we've got car E19 disqualified for the damage on the front left suspension.
Delamination, to be exact.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is a lot of DQ right now. So 007 was DQ'd. So I think that they will surely won't be on the first place. I mean, they have fastest time, but if they will be on the top spot on the Saturday, I don't really know. Of course, I think they can also go to the stewards to just prove them wrong, I guess. to just try to appeal. Maybe right now
We've got
AGH Racing,
yeah,
ended their run, and it's just 1.3 seconds slower than their fastest run. But right now they have second, so yeah, hopes are high.
Yeah, exactly. They actually did almost the same thing in skidpad when they, in the last moment, they just appeared out of nowhere at the front of the pack. So maybe they will finish ahead of what's been by a very good run by
Race yard.
yeah.
Yeah, and there is also quite nice run from AGH Racing. I will just say AGH because it's the shortage that it's more natural for me as a Pole.
I think it's the worst package of consonants.
Yeah, AGH
and vowels.
Yeah, I
in
think
there.
AGH is more natural, and I think a lot of people who doesn't speak Polish will prefer AGH than AGH. But language aside, this is really impressive run from team from Kraków.
He was very brave into the last chicane. I think
Indeed.
a bit too brave because he had to lift off a bit. But I think it still was quite quick time.
Quite quick is understatement. It's the second place for AGH Racing, 1:03.937. It's still just a bit under a second slower than the race yard, but still it's P2 from the Polish team. Really impressive run. Of course, it was their last run, but what a run it was.
And now we've got E36. We hope they could repair their I think they were having a problem. Oh no. Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought they were stopping, but they are going. So it's fine.
Just a bit slow, but they are still going. I mean, every lap for the team who was allowed to drive today is success, I think. But so yeah, and there is a lot of data, for example, to build the car for next year, because as I said, for a lot of teams, FS Poland is the last event of the year, just because this is the end of the August. In September there is not a lot of events in Formula Student World, and in October there is the start of new academical year. So there is a lot of university stuff, and of course building the new cars for the next season.
Yeah, exactly.
So but I need to tell Max that his former colleagues proved him wrong.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to just for a moment stop on what you said. The teams change each year because each year somebody is leaving the university they are working in on the team. New people are joining, so there's a lot of rotation of both mechanics, engineers, drivers, and it's very dynamic environment.
Because
so if a team is 10 years old, there is basically nobody who was there at the beginning, but somehow they are still achieving same kind of successes. We've seen teams that run for 10-15 years and they are always on the top.
Yeah, I mean, basically, Formula Student team works like student club. So you have to be student of certain faculty just to be in the team, basically. So that's why there is a lot of rotation. If you are ending studying, you basically just have to be, I mean, not expelled, but your term in the team is ending.
Yeah,
basically. But it's not like you are expelled or something. I think there is quite a few situations where that former students also have the possibility to work with the team, but not in active way. So they can't build the engine, they can't build the car because it will be unfair for other teams.
Yeah, but I think the impact that they create when they create the structures of the team is lasting even after they leave the team. So now we can see the finish of the final run for E36. We've seen briefly
Bartek and Marcin. Yep, I guess, or was it Bartek? I don't know. We have a question on the chat. WT got DQ. Yeah, they got DQ. And also, yeah, we had the last run from. Yeah, no, it wasn't E19. Right now, E68, and right now they are. Right now, which run?
Now it was E36 that finished its final run.
Yeah, of course. It was Kamil's
I thought
side.
you were asking about the
No.
disqualifications.
But TUC had improved quite a lot as well, because they are up to P12, 1:13.872. Nice.
We've got E13, I think.
E13, so this will be...
Fast 2. So another team that should do really well.
Yeah, second place in acceleration, first place in skid pad. Well, there was a lot of drift on that off-camber. There is a lot of instability in the chicane, but I don't know if this is instability of or is that car it's oversteering so much by the reason, because as I see, it's really fast and the driver feels really confident.
I mean, at their first attempt they stopped and they didn't finish the lap, so seeing them on the track,
whoa, this is great acceleration, by the way, to the finish line.
so seeing them on the track and pushing like that is a really good sign that they feel confident that they
Yeah, sorry that I
repaired the
interrupted
issue.
you, but it was really impressive.
Yeah, like almost everyone who is going out of this final chicane is making us impressed.
Yeah.
Because they are just accelerating so quickly.
Yeah, especially that electric cars, but Fast Tube just go up to 5th place. So this is great first run, because yeah, it's the first run for them actually, officially.
Yeah. And they still got 2 more runs.
There is a lot of cones, so I think there will be no improvement. Even if the time will be fast, there will be penalty time added to the time, so I think it won't be so nice. But there is a lot of cutting here, I guess.
And they stopped.
But
they still have 1 run with one of their drivers left.
Yep.
So if they manage to quickly change the driver, maybe the tires won't I'm missing a word. Lose their temperature as fast, but it still won't be easy to improve further, because
they stopped second time, by the way, also.
Yeah, but it's like...
Yeah, but that speed on the last stretch is simply amazing. I mean, from the perspective of commentator booth, it's just like, yung.
Yeah, but it's like, it's like in Formula 1. You go out of the pits, you do the warm-up lap, and then you go for a push lap. So basically, with the 2 attempts and the possibility to go right, like with the second one right after the first one, it's basically like the warm-up lap and the push lap. We've got also information that E35 was disqualified. So
Agiha Racing.
Yeah,
it was the second team in the standings.
Oh my god.
Disqualified again, leakage on the right rear.
What's going on today?
I don't know, but this is a lot of disqualifications, and also disqualification from the top runners.
Yeah.
So again, that timetable will be shifted.
So maybe they just risked too much trying to get the most performance, and they just tried too hard and just missed the safe spot for the setup.
Yeah, we have next team, by the way, who just started their dynamic events in Formula Student. It's UWB e-racing team Pilsen from University of West Bohemia in Pilsen. They didn't participate in acceleration nor the skid pad, they are finalists in one of the events in static. But yeah, this is their first run in dynamic events, in second most important one. So in Autocross. And right now they are on decent 8th place, actually, after their first run. So there is a lot of potential in this car.
Which place? Once again?
8th.
Oh, so that's quite a good place to start.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's really promising beginning. And you can see that they are really rapid on the exit of those hairpins. Yeah, we can see that the grip in the middle of the corner on the apex, it's really nice, and there is really tight on the hairpins. Yeah, it looks really nice. That middle sector is promising.
Yeah, I'm looking at the corners because you've got the cones that don't allow you to cut through the curbs, which
Cut the chicken.
well, the curbs are really high here in this corner. We can hear the applause. So
Yeah.
I will wait just for the confirmation.
Yeah, I mean,
of
I
the
think
time.
the applause was. Yeah, it was indeed worth applauding because it's P3 right now, 1:05.691, and considering that this qualification from AGH, they are virtually in P2.
Wow.
Virtually. So for the first run a row today, it's really impressive.
Yeah, they still got 2 runs with the second driver. I'm starting to wonder what time is the cutoff. Like, when is the last moment you can go on the track and still have possibility to run? Because we've got less than 40 minutes now of the session, so it's going to be quite. I mean, if they don't time it well, if they don't do a quick driver change in the E03 team, they might have problems with. Well, maybe they still have enough time, but if something goes wrong, they can be in trouble.
Yeah, indeed. And it's just 38 minutes left. It's E69, so former leaders of this event, superior engineering. There's a lot of critic for them in both the chat and in the paddock.
If I see correctly, it's also only their second run.
I mean, I don't think so, because I think there is just a bit of mistake from live timing. I think it was their third run.
It's I've got the same in my notes.
Yeah.
So I think they.
But they're
did
just
only 1 lap.
going for the
Yeah,
next
but
run, so
the driver could change.
I don't think they can change
Yes, they
again.
can. Why not?
Okay.
I mean, we've seen that already with some teams. We've seen that.
It was really aggressive on the hard
Yeah.
V-turn chicane.
And they did 1 minute 6 seconds and 0.4 in the first run, so it's really close. It's like 2.5 or 3 seconds away from 3 seconds actually.
Yeah, but if you
from
look
the
at it,
top time.
they are really rapid on those tight turns.
Yeah.
I mean, that car is really turns well.
I think we might see the new leader.
I mean,
In a moment.
at least they are great contender. Oh, how fast they are on the final sector and on the straight. It was really impressive, and I'm just looking at the time and I'm waiting for the official time. There might be a new leader, and almost P2 1:03.856, but there is nothing to be shy of. It's still great time, 8 tenths behind Race Yard E, but this is great time for superior engineering from Slovenia, from Ljubljana.
Yeah, and they, well, I mean, they technically still have the 4th run, but as I said before, it's not gonna be easy to go quickly without the tires warmed up properly. And
888 right now.
yeah, I think the car, the E35, Oh, we know.
we know.
What's that? Yeah, but we've got further information. It was the brake fluid.
Yeah, it's really not nice. Opposite of nice, as we can cite a quite old meme actually from F1 community. Opposite of nice. But yeah, right now we have triple eight. So of course PG Racing team from Gdańsk, the winner of skid pad in combustion vehicle.
Yeah, it's their third run, so warming up the tires, and we will see if they can improve in the
That engine is really loud. I think it's the loudest so far today.
Yeah, I wonder how it is out, because in the combustion class, the cars actually have to pass very rigoristic test of how much noise does the car make, and well, they somehow passed it, but the car sounds very nice.
Yeah, and the car is up. Car and driver, of course, is up 2 places to P13 and to P5. No, they stayed P5 in CV class, but they are really in the mix, because between them and P2, it's only 1 second. So one good run can change everything in CV.
It's P1 because of the disqualification for 007.
You're right.
So basically we've got like 3-4 teams in the second of the leaders. So, you know, basically any improvement might actually make you the winner of this autocross event.
Yeah, and let's see about PGR Racing, PGR Racing from Gdańsk. It's really nice last sector. A lot of there is a lot of problems.
On the
it's disaster. It's literally disaster. They just crossed the finish line, but right in the last stretch, the engine died. The driver is so mad, but there is no wonder. I have never seen something like that. Literally at the last maybe 50 meters,
even
the engine of Gdańsk team just died. Tragedy. I can't even speak speak properly. But yeah, I've never seen something like that, and I'm really sorry for PGR, because it was really nice run up until this moment, up until that literally one last push on the throttle.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder what time they would get, because the run looked really quick. We could see the driver was the driver instantly knew that it's over. He was banging his head even before the finish line. So yeah, disaster for them. But the competition doesn't stop.
The show must go on.
The show must go on, and we've got E23 with Leonard Schweigel behind the team, running snail. So they might
contenders.
They might be the winners if they push, and well, I'm sure they will push. They already showed us they have speed. They already showed us that they can fight for the
win.
Yeah, for the highest places.
We have on the chat info that 007 isn't disqualified inside info. Well, we have info from Scrutineers, so I don't know how much of inside info we could get, but yeah, of course, this is everything unofficial. They might get appeal, and also the official results will be tomorrow evening on the official award ceremony. But right now we are focusing on E23 because that last sector was really rapid, and how much the running snail would show the other teams their place, because yeah, it's more like turbo, that snail from Disney animation. Yeah, I unlocked some memories.
Yes.
Yeah, it's 106.2
on the first run.
So on the first run, so just 3/10 of their best attempt. So yeah, if they will get nice run on the last outing, it might be really nice time. I don't know if it will be the time at the level of race yard or superior engineering, but we know that Running Snail is capable of doing it.
I mean, we can see that the car behaves well. We can see that the driver uses every inch of the track.
Wow, that acceleration was really nice, and that brake into the chicane was really aggressive.
I really liked how he went out of the chicane. At the beginning of the session, I thought that he wanted to be on the throttle as soon as possible in the chicane, and he did exactly that.
Yeah, and we see it, it's really aggressive on the last final stretch. Right now the engine didn't die. And let's see, it was really promising run. It was really nice run from E23, from Running Snail Racing Team from Berlin. And let's see if they are. Yeah, they are at the top. Is the first team that passed 103 barrier, 102.966. Oh wow, this is crazy time from Running Snail. Of course, not Berlin. It's from Amberg Weiden in Bayern. So yeah, it can be much farther from Berlin actually. But yeah, it's great time from Running Snail Racing Team. And they retook the lead, and they show why they won Formula Student Poland last year.
And right now we've got car 69, which I think is also in the pack of the combustion vehicles class.
And this is Václav Kosnar, so it was indeed, of course, the change in the cockpit.
Tell us, they are the ones that were about 1 second of the lead, right? I mean, provisional lead, because we still.
I mean,
don't
no,
have
not anymore. They are right now on P16.
Okay, okay.
They had literally one run, 1:15.124. So.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So
they are not in the pack, but they might be because it's quite tidy run, quite decent run, and I think this is the first run without any problems at all.
Yeah.
There was a bit of struggle with the last turn, so a bit of commentator curse, but
I mean, it was. I think it was the tires that were still.
Yeah,
not
I
warmed
think
up
so.
As much, because I think the driver hesitated a bit on the throttle, at least from the sound of how the engine. Of what sound the engine produced. Oh.
Yep. That's what I think so. But this is the last run from Czech team, also quite near the border with Poland, like Liberec, like Chemnitz, like Trenčín. It's that teams that have the less kilometers apart from the Polish teams to go to Słomczyn. Right now. We are out of second chicane up to third and last, not chicane, but hairpin on the track. Right now we have tight chicane, really wide approach to that chicane, but yeah, again, really fast to the throttle. But it means that he has to take a really wide line. Let's see if it will not compromise his top speed on the track. But I think it's again quite tidy run. I'm not sure it will be so much faster, but still, considering how much struggle they have on the beginning, it's still quite okay.
I think their clutch was slipping.
Yeah, just in the end.
Like he had his throttle pushed to the maximum, and the car wasn't accelerating, even though the engine was revving really, really high. I think we hit the revving meter, but
for sure.
The car didn't really go. So I think they had some problems, and we see that the car is stopped now in the scrutineering zone. So we will for sure try to get to know if they had some problems, and we get the information that 888 is disqualified for driver 1.
There is a bit of loose on right front, and we have also video. Yeah, there is no discussion in terms of elements, in terms of suspension.
Yeah. Is it possible that we show this video to the?
I mean, it's up to our colleagues. I don't know, maybe. What we know is that FS Tool is up to P13, and right now Adrian Faber in E47 at the track. So this is Pol SL team, so Politechnika Śląska,
Yes.
Silesian University of Technology, which is based in city of Gliwice in Poland.
They were disqualified the previous time they were on the track, so they have a lot of work to do to show up and fight for position, because right now they are the last.
But yes, quite tidy attempt. Not the fastest, I guess, but it's still like a warm-up run just for the last one, the most important one, actually. 114.488, which gives them still, of course, virtually 9th place. Of course, they were disqualified, but on live timing we don't see the disqualifications. We only see the times on the standings, and the disqualifications, the penalties, etc. will be applied later.
Oh, and they stopped on the track.
Oh, so I mean, I think
And
that's
the driver is going out of the car.
Yeah, so I think that's it. But it really looks like emergency exit.
Yeah, he escaped the car really quickly. And also
He pointed out at left front.
yeah, also he came to a rapid stop, so I think it wasn't like the car just died and stopped on itself. But I think the driver actually chose to stop the car immediately and jump out. Well, he didn't jump out because if he jumped out, it would suggest that there is a problem with battery or some electrical parts.
Yeah, but also they can't push it out.
Push it, yeah. So
Maybe it's on the gear.
maybe it's bearing,
Maybe.
or something like that.
And the time is ticking.
Yeah, we've got 22 minutes left.
Yeah, okay, they managed to at least a bit push it out, but it's not easy. And yeah, for sure they won't show on the track anymore today. Okay, never say never. If
I mean, no, it's not possible. I think that with where they are stopped, they won't even be able to get the car back to the pits before the session is ended. So, there's no point of trying to tow them through the whole track now. So I think they will just be, yes, that's exactly what's going on. They are being pushed out of the track as close as possible to a safe place, so we can resume racing, and it's over for them.
yeah,
They don't have any.
It's officially
competitive
over.
time on the board.
Yeah, and I think we can right now just fairly say that 21 teams are the max we will see today on the track, I think.
Well, you never know, because
You
we
never
still
know, yeah.
didn't get the spreadsheet with teams that passed the scrutineering.
Yeah, but I think if someone didn't pass the scrutineering, they won't be here. For example, we don't have Latvian team RTO, we don't have Stubar Green team from Slovakia, we don't have, of course, Suas Racing from Turkey, but they won't participate anymore for sure because they were withdrawn. And also we are waiting for example, Proton Dynamic from team. It's a Łódź Racing team that we're still waiting for. FSB Racing team from Croatia. So there is like a lot of teams that didn't participate. Of course, they still have time. Maybe in endurance they will show up.
Yeah,
They have not whole night, but they have still quite a few hours to do something to make their car alive.
yes, and even if they showed up today at last minute, which is still technically possible, they would get the priority to go for their runs, because otherwise it's just who goes in the queue first. But if we've got a team that didn't do any runs before, they are prioritized to compete. And I think we are seeing TU Białystok.
Tak, so of course it's Cerber Motorsport. We can see it's not Bison. How do you spell Żubr in European Bison? I guess. I think European Bison. So it's like one of the symbols of Poland at all, but especially the Podlaskie Voivodeship. So it's the Białystok is the capital city of Podlaskie Voivodeship, and also that's why there is European Bison on the livery of Cerber Motorsport, which is still a big contender for great prizes here on CV.
Yeah, I'm really curious how they will do. Now they are just going around and working on the tires, learning the conditions, and
right now they are in P4 on CV, but of course they have in mind that WET Racing is for now disqualified. But you see that run is still really impressive, really fighting with the car, but in that good way, fighting with the car. I think it might be quite nice time for Cerber Motorsport, which is one of the biggest teams here and one of the most successful, most entitled teams here.
Yeah, actually to make the tires warm up, let them slide.
Yeah, so and right now they let them slide on the last stretch.
Yeah, exactly. So what you will see.
But even on this attempt, they improved 1:11.180, and they are on P9 overall and P2 in CV, so virtually P1 already, and they have a last run remaining.
So, do you think they will be able to fight for, let's say, top 5 in the overall classification?
It will be quite tricky because in 5th place we have e-racing team Pilsen, and they are 6 seconds ahead. It will be really tricky.
Okay, it's gonna be tricky.
Yeah, but still they just try to make as good last run as possible, because their pace is impressive. Right in the chicane right now, quite neat, quite tight. So they had a lot of speed for the final stretch. Here almost full throttle. Here from the long right, now left, next right, fast right, and then tight chicane, last right turn, fast chicane, and then go into the finish line. No engine cut out, no slipped clutch, nice and tidy sprint to the finish line. Really impressive. And if they will, will they go up? They did not. They improved actually by 2 seconds, but they still stayed on P9 and P2 in the CV. On the first place is WET Racing. We're still waiting for the confirmation about the PQ, but as I said, the fastest we will get that confirmation will be on tomorrow evening.
Yeah, and the next car on the track already looks fast, and already
it's E13. So we know that number is fast tube.
Yeah, we heard that the tires are screaming almost every corner, which means that he is driving on the limit or even slightly above the limit of the grip, but it's not always a bad thing. It depends on the corner, on the part of the
there was
track.
Big slide here on the
it was
right
an
side.
uncontrolled slide. I
of course.
The slide was with the wheel straight and with the power pushed to the
power
maximum.
slide.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, it was just impressive. It's not like, right now I think it wasn't planned.
Yeah,
I think
definitely wasn't.
Yeah, but still, it's really solid run. A lot of applause from the public here in Autodrom Słomczyn.
Well-
Let's see if Fast Tube will improve already in their third run.
Even if they
Oh,
won't.
actually they went to the pits.
Oh, and the driver is shaking his head.
Yeah, so
He's
something-
definitely not happy
Yeah.
about something. I think it might be something with brakes because
Yeah, but
he-
actually they improved by 2 seconds and they are up to P4. They overtook UWB e-racing team Pilsen, so it was still quite nice run. They are 1.5 seconds off to leader, running Snail, so it's still potential for something, and they still have 1 run left.
And now we've got
EO3.
EO3.
So UWB.
Yeah. So
That
they
team from
can-
Czechia who has been overtook like a minute ago by Fast Tube.
Yeah, so just to finish my previous thought, I think that the driver might have not been happy with how the car behaved in the last right corner. Maybe they wanted to check something, maybe the brakes were failing. I've actually experienced having troubles with my brakes in my rally car, where when I pushed the brake pedal, the car just suddenly lost control. I lost control of the car, 25-degree still.
Yeah,
so
but look at the wind gust, 39 kph. The wind is far more powerful than on the morning, because on the morning it was like 25 kilometers per hour. So right now it's wow, it's really windy out there. EO3 just finished the run, is the third one, so they will have 1 run left. We have the information that it was their 4th run already, not the 3rd. We have information on our live timing that this is the 3rd one, so yeah, that's why we said like that. We'll try to wait for them to come back to the track. Actually, no, okay, it's everything in norm. 109 from team from Pilsen from Czechia. We are still waiting for the final run, which happens right now. And yeah, we will see if they will have space to improve. They are still not that far away from the main group, but yeah, that they have to make 1.3 seconds from the fast tube to overtook them again.
they went really wide in that chicane before the long right-hand corner. So I think some time might have been lost there, but we still wait for the time because
yeah, but that first sector is really tidy, it's really nice and really smooth, as well as that exit from the last chicane. It was really nice run. So let's see if this is enough to come back to top 5 for UWB e-racing team Pilsen. It was their last run.
top 5 I think is possible. I don't
it's
think
not 1:05.835. So they didn't improve. That second attempt from them, it's still the best one. But yeah, it was good effort here.
Yeah, I mean the first sector was quite good, as you said, but I think they lost quite a lot of time in that chicane before the long right-hander. So
Yeah, and as I see, the only team that didn't have full 4 outings is PUT Motorsport, Hofspannung Motorsport, and Pol SL Racing. And yeah, I don't know if Superior Engineering or Fast Tube made that 4th run, but if they did, I think it might be over right now with
12 minutes.
with the Autosport.
Yeah, but it's still 12 minutes left. So
But as I
maybe
see,
we'll
there is no track in the line waiting to be out on the track so far, as we can try to see. But also we can see it on our coverage, on our live. But when I see at the exit of the pits, I don't see anyone. So it might be over, Janek.
Well, we were
Okay, we
just
have-
starting to get to get the fun of it.
Yeah, okay, I got
And
the information that it will be a few more runs. So the
Okay.
fun is not ending here.
Okay,
So
yes.
don't leave. We are still here.
That's what I was waiting for, because I'm surprised. I was surprised that I would be surprised if every team drove so early, because we still have got like 10, 12 minutes
11
session.
to be certain.
So it's still a lot of time to improve. I don't know, depending on the on how the tire is made, how soft or how hard it is. It actually is possible that these conditions might be better than what was in the early afternoon, because if the track cools down a bit, if they had troubles earlier on, maybe there is still some time to improve, and most definitely the track is having much more rubber right now, because
And
with each run there is another layer. And the wind is really strong, so that's
Yeah.
also something you have to take into account.
Yeah, but as we can see, the E67, so PUT Motorsport from Poznań, from Poland, I guess they will try to make another run. So right now they are second to last on the 20th place, but still they have a chance to go up into the standings. They so far had only 2 rounds and just 1:35.482. So yeah, there is a lot of room to improvement.
Yeah, I think they have
To improve.
have some problems in their first attempt. So we will see. The car is checked by the scrutineers. So just to we just have to wait for the car to enter the starting zone.
I mean, I think they're checking if there is anything loose here, I guess. Maybe. Or maybe this is the one last touches before going out of the track to the final one.
Yeah, but I think they are already in the scrutineering zone. And
Yeah, I mean that
that's
there is
like
in the blue vests there is.
yeah, I know, but we are seeing the yellow and black
Yep.
cones, which means that they are entering a zone. And from what I recall, the teams cannot work on the cars in certain zones, because that would make them disqualified for getting work outside of the
Designated zone.
designated zones. Yeah, so it will be compared to like external help.
Yeah, so we have a bit of a break, so let's just take a moment to talk about our partners, Radiotechnika Marketing, Aptiv, Mesco, MathWorks, oprogramowanie naukowo-techniczne, Ares, Electrical, Polaris, Devesoft, TPS Software, Schaeffler, Agromash and Toton Show, patronage by Polski Związek Motorowy, Autodrom Słomczyn, Media Patronage, Polski Radio Kierowców, Motowizja, Kontra and organizer of course FSP Foundation. This is our partners. Thank you for all of them to make that event possible to happen. 7.5 minutes to go, and E67 is still in the pits. It's still in the scrutiny zone, and scrutineer checks that car really hard.
Yeah, but you know, it's better for them to check the car now. They still have maybe not that much, but with 7 minutes I can imagine that they would be able to just go back to the pits real quick, tighten a few screws and go back for another try. So it would be better to find some losers, some mistakes now than after the run, because then it would be too late.
Yeah, but this is not the greatest place to be as a driver. You have to be
we can see
100% focused.
We
You
can
have
see that the driver is looking quite concerned with what's going on, so maybe not everything is going in the direction that they want, but well, I think that the car is now going into the starting zone, so we will see
we see it.
E67 car on the track.
Yeah, on the 6 minutes and 15 seconds left, E67 will have 2 chances to improve their time. They are 20th on the official standings. E67 right now behind the wheel we have Adam Smentkowski. So he has a lot of hope in his shoulders of the whole team. But it's the 3rd outing, the first after quite a long break, because PUT had quite a lot of issues with the pace itself. The best time is 1:35.482. I can't be lenient even if I try. It's not the time that you can compare with anyone in terms of being in the middle of the fight or something. It's just poor time, but what I can say positive is that we know that PUT is capable of doing more, and they can do more even on this outing.
Yeah, they spent quite a lot of time in the pit, so maybe they were just adjusting the settings. So that's one thing. The other thing is that we've got different driver than before, so maybe he will do a better job. Now
Let's see. Indeed, I think they did a better job. Yeah, they are right now in top 10. 1:10.840, so it gives them 10th place in overall and 8th place in EV standings. So yeah, quite impressive jump in terms of form.
And immediately they are going for the second run.
Yeah, there is no time to waste.
Yeah, there is no temperature in the tires to waste.
Yeah, for sure.
Most importantly.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the pace is here, so right now it's just the thing to just extract it from the car.
Yeah. We are going into the chicane.
Quite nice, quite tight.
Oh, it was wide on the exit.
It was wide, but there is a spin, so this is the end of the runnings from for the PUT. But as we could see, they were pushing a lot. They were doing everything they could to just extract that 1, 2, 3 tenths of the second, because they were fighting for as much points as possible.
And we've got a red flag with 4 minutes until the end.
Yep.
So it might...
and because of that red flag, the car needs to be stopped. Maybe there is something in terms of...
I mean, I think
car
he
damage?
just... Maybe. I think he just overdrove it in the chicane, and when he tried to correct his line when he was going too wide, he overdid it on the steering, and well, in such a powerful, as for the weight they have car, it's not really that easy to correct a mistake like that.
And I think the driver will be out of the car. Indeed.
Yeah. It's also possible that there were some issues with suspension. If the suspension broke,
maybe
he could lose the car like that, because the spin was really violent, really rapid.
Yeah, and as you can see, the car is a bit tilted to the rear. You can see it on the front, that it's lifted to from the ground, and the driver is looking at the rear right suspension. So maybe they were just broken.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if it's right rear suspension, that's what would cause him to spin to the left in that corner.
Yeah, so maybe that's it. But I think with that red flag, I think that's a wrap.
Yeah, that's
because
possible.
We are 2 minutes until 7 p.m.
Unless somebody was already waiting in the line.
Yeah, this is the only possibility, that someone is in the pits right now and it's waiting for the
scrutineering test.
For the scrutineering test, and it's
if
just on the line.
Organizers allow it, because it's not a guarantee. In the skid pad we had situations like that. The few cars were running after the conclusion of the session. After the scheduled conclusion of the session. So we will have to see, but it doesn't look like they are trying to really take the car out of the track right now.
I don't think
it
so.
It will take longer time. Sam Marshall is I think, taking a photo of
that
the
suspension.
So maybe they are trying to figure out how to remove the car from track, and I think we
This
can
is the
see
PUT
the
team that is going with the bar handle just to bring the car out, bring the car to the pits.
Yeah, can you explain us what the bar is for? Like, why
Yeah.
can't they just push the car
Okay, so
with their hands normally, like in other
Fir-
racing or Formula One?
firstly, with the electric vehicles, there is a serious danger of, you know, high voltage and to just be electrocuted. Of course, the cars has safety measures. For example, right now that E67 car had a green light, and that green light is telling everyone else that the car can be touched because it's not high voltage, it's not electricity right now. But yeah, secondly, the bar handle is just for to not damage or put aerodynamics or any other parts out of the regulations. So you know, the margins of the regulations, it's so thin that every other touch can be crucial.
I would also consider the situation where the correct touch could bring the car back into the regulations.
Of course.
Like if the team purposefully set up the car so that it doesn't conform to the regulations during the run, and then after the run, before the scrutineering, if they were able to touch the car, they could, for example, change angle of something, make it, you know, move some parts around.
Yeah.
So we've seen a lot of like ideas to, well, maybe not exactly cheat like that, but to change the car after the race, for example, in Formula
Reading
1.
from Max Verstappen.
No, I was thinking more like in the 70s, 80s, 90s, where some teams were filling the tank with water, so the car is more weighs more, so it's not underway. While during the racing, it just lost all the water, like with the button, so the car was lighter, like something like that. I mean, it's not that I'm trying to say that the teams are trying to cheat, but there is like they have the knowledge how to do that. They design the cars, they know them perfectly well.
But as you can see, there is a quite nice humor here. But yeah, I mean, what have they left? Actually.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's the end of the day. Either way, they had lots of troubles.
You see how loose is that rear right suspension.
Yeah, it's not good. It's the end of the day. Either way.
Yeah, and I think it's the end of the day for everyone else because, yeah, as I see, scrutineers are coming into the track right now on the first turn. There is time limit just expired, 3 hours. There is no red flags, obviously, right now, but as I can see, I think this is the end because the scrutineers are into the track, so I don't think we will have any other outings. So
yeah,
in unofficial results is that the fastest time is for a reigning champion of Formula 1 in Poland, so Running Snails Racing Team, 1:02.966. Great time, but just 1/10 of the second faster than Race Yard E, and the first place so far. Before any before any penalties applied or DQ applied for superior engineering, number E69 from Slovenia, 1:03.856.
Yeah, and in the combustion vehicles, because 007 there, but we got the information that they are disqualified. We still didn't get the confirmation, so we can't say you right now who was the fastest.
Winner, yeah.
But you will learn that from the Formula student Poland and from the Kontra social media, because we will for sure provide you with an update just as soon as we get the news.
Yeah, we can't promise it will be today, but as soon as possible. Right now we will just see as well the film about the statics event, which took place from from Tuesday to Thursday. So up to our material, if we are ready with that video, we can just play on, and yeah, it will be one of the last acts of today coverage.
The first two dynamic disciplines are acceleration and skid pad. Both of them will be happening at the same time, so once one car will be running down the straight, another might be hitting tight corners in the skid pad. But before we see the cars on the track, let's understand better what are these competitions all about. For acceleration, the objective is simple. Get as fast as you can from a standstill through 75 meters up to the finish line. Each team has 4 runs in total with 2 drivers, meaning each driver can make 2 attempts. After each run, the car can either head straight to post-scrutineering or take the risk of going for a second attempt. Choosing when to go is a major part of the strategy. If a team completes post-scrutineering after the first attempt, it locks in a safe time, but it may miss the opportunity to improve. If the team pushes for a second run, the car may be faster thanks to warmer tires, improved driver confidence, and better launch. But if the car fails inspection afterwards, both times are deleted. The maximum amount of points a team can receive in acceleration is 75. But there's another thing that the team needs to look out for if they want to get the best time. Hitting a cone, for example, means 2-second penalty. Skid pad, on the other hand, is designed to evaluate the vehicle suspension design and turnability for maximum lateral grip. The circle is shaped like a figure 8, made out of 2 adjacent circles. 2 drivers allowed per car with 2 runs per driver. Each run consists of a driver completing 2 right-handed laps, immediately followed by 2 left-handed laps on the course. Lap times will be recorded for the second lap of each right-handed and left-handed circle. After each run, the car can either head straight to post-scrutineering or line up again for a second attempt. Cone penalties are also important, hitting a cone at 0.2 seconds for the runtime, so precision is essential. The final skid pad score is based on the team's best valid average time, including any applicable penalties, with the maximum of 75 points. Many teams prefer to wait until the end of the session to get those ideal conditions, but what this means, driving under maximum pressure. That's why you often see empty track at the beginning of the session and a full queue at the end. But being last is risky. If the time window closes, you might not get a run at all and lose every single point. Formula Student is built around 2 parts, static disciplines and dynamic disciplines. Before the cars hit the track today and tomorrow to compete in acceleration, skid pad, autocross and endurance, they need to first prove that there's much more about their car than just speed. Over the past few days, the teams have been competing in business plan presentation, engineering design and cost and manufacturing. But what exactly are these events all about? What are the judges looking for and what are the teams getting points for? We spoke to the leaders of each of the static events to explain them to us.
So engineering design judging is all about assessing how well the team has approached the design of their car. Is the design coherent with good engineering practices and good use of available resources? And is the team focusing on good knowledge transfer and the organization of engineering structure? Basically, during the engineering design, we split into a couple of subsystems. So we have judges assessing separately the aerodynamics, the electronics, for example, electric powertrain or combustion powertrain, and so on and so on. So each judge is talking with the team representatives for each subsection. And usually we are assessing the understanding of a given discipline, the manufacturing, so how well are they using the resources, are the perhaps manufactured parts easy to replace, etc. We are also assessing the validation when a team is using, for example, a lot of simulation to design the car. it is required, or it's a good engineering practice to validate the tools that they use. So the maximum points is 150. Top 3 or 4 teams is qualified to engineering design finals, where the winner is awarded the maximum points, so 150, and the second and third place gets slightly lower, so around 130.
Cost and manufacturing event is for checking students' knowledge for cost and manufacturing of their own car. We also check how much carbon footprint they will use during designing and manufacturing. So teams need to prepare 3 types of documents. First is bill of material. So it's really easy because it's a list of every part of the car. Second is supporting material file. It's about more details about their cost. For example, how much euro is in their country. Third one is mostly drawings, because we also check their drawings with bill of material and where the part is on their own car, so they need to have a really good knowledge of their car. So the team can get maximum of 100 points. We check their knowledge of the car. We check the knowledge of their documents and of the costs. And the third thing that we are checking is cost understanding. For example, about mass production. And the last thing is the real case scenario, is the task that they get from us about 2 weeks ago. So I'm really excited to see what they'll think.
Business plan presentation is a special event on Formula Student competition because you have to prepare a comprehensive business model and present it to the judges. You have to treat the judges as potential investors. So you have to tell them how much money do you want, what would you like to sell, why is it so innovative and worth investing, and also you have to present all of the aspects connected to preparing a business model, such as marketing, market, target customers, things like that. All of that has to make sense, and you have to be really bold and convincing with what you're selling to us. Because this year teams have to prepare a business plan, executive and financial summary. This is a 2-page document where they have to put an overview on their business model and basic financial indicators for the company, about the investment, about the 5-year financial plans, things like that. We get it before the competition, we analyze it before the competition, and we know more or less what the business idea will be about. So we are prepared for seeing the presentation, we know something, we have first questions. So this is the only thing they have to prepare before the event, and after that they present the presentation during the competition. So you can get maximum of 75 points from business plan presentation added to your overall score.
So there was a whole spectrum of emotions here, a lot of happiness, a lot of disappointment, a lot of shocking events, a lot of great events, a lot of surprises, a lot of tragedy. For example, when engine died on the last stretch. There was a whole spectrum of emotions here at the Słomczyn on the Formula Student Poland, and the main dish is just before us.
Yeah, the endurance test, which will take place tomorrow, and actually you can get more than a third of all points for the whole event tomorrow in the endurance and efficiency test, so it's really going to be important.
Yeah, we have provisional classification right now. The fastest time with Running Snail Racing Team, Race Yard E and Superior Engineering. This is the top 3 of today standings with Autocross, and of course this table will be really important in terms of grid for endurance race. But yeah, Janek, it was really intense day with acceleration, with skid pad, with autocross. Drivers deserve the break, cars deserve the break, and we also deserve the break.
I mean, I want to ask you just one question. Did you enjoy commentating from the chill room more, or from the commentator's booth? Which is easier for you, better for you? Like,
you know, Here I have a lot of more information, but Chill Room has quite unique vibe, I must say. But so I can't really tell what I like more. It's both unique experience. But yeah, this is the end of today drive in Autodrom Słomczyn. Tomorrow we're coming back at 9 a.m. to the final main course, endurance, 22 kilometers. Each team has to drive in terms of pass that endurance tests. We are really grateful for the help from our realization side. Big shout out for Filip Kaniewski to make it happen. Big shout out for Kasia, for Bartek, and for whole team who make that stream and that event possible. And also Zuza and Marcin. They should also get the chance to say goodbye to you. Maybe they can wave to you in the moment. But it's all from our side. Thank you for being here and take care for whole evening. And see you soon on tomorrow morning.
Thank you very much and see you tomorrow. Oh, Janek Sikorski.
And Kamil Niewiński. Take care. Good night.
Take a seat, you cannot stand it. All I know, the flow harder than a scotch bunny. Don't try studying me, you cannot manage. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.